What's going on, Giants fans? Welcome back to another episode of G Nation, a true Big Blue podcast with Classified Joe and Big Pat Sports Talk. What's going on, Joe?
Oh, not too much, not too much. Nice quiet day, relaxing, stress
Where's
free.
Pat? Where is Pat?
I don't know.
Pat disappeared on us.
Oh, he might be researching.
Pat thought I was gonna be late. There he is. Yeah, got you. You thought I was gonna be late. Yeah.
Oh,
I just put out a video.
What's up, Nate?
What's good?
Hey, Sunday.
Shout out. Thank you for popping in.
No, I got a question real quick.
All right.
What do y'all think of him? Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell did it go? Damn it.
What?
Oh, I have a new logo on my channel, and I thought it was going to come up. Apparently, I got to do something different to get it to come up into that picture. I created a new design. Yeah, I created a new design.
Jaden, what's going on, fellas?
Zion.
Oh, Jeff in there? Okay. What's going on?
Yo, what's going on, fam?
Jeffrey.
Tonight.
What's up, Jeff?
Nothing, man. I was just in Mac's stream before, just help representing for him, too. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, Max was live? Why didn't I get a notification?
Right.
Not yet. Mac's doing his NFC East thing right now, so I was just in his stream.
I got two videos that I got to finish editing after this live. This one is breaking news, and the other one is just great information that's going to get us motivated coming out of the bye to stomp a mud hole into Tampa Bay's ass and make Tom Brady look like he was a mistake. I'm just saying. It's a lot of good things going on at MetLife and Quest Diagnostics is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, damn it. It's supposed to.
Yeah, it's going down. It's
Going down.
Back on my bullshit.
All right, it works for
11-6, baby. I'm telling you, we're gonna win the next 8 games in stellar fashion. It's gonna be talked about in the papers. It's gonna be serious. Right. Where's my boy Miz? Right, Miz ain't popping the stream.
You know, Miz be probably on.
I'm about to argue with Miz.
Daniel Jones going to be throwing for 400 yards and getting about 3 touchdowns.
There we go. Believe it, and it will happen. 17-14, fellas. 11.
No, I think we got to put. You think we're going to hold the Bucs to 14 points?
No. I was quoting Michael Strahan in the Super Bowl.
All right. I was actually just watching the Cowboy Giant game from 07 playoffs, just like get me ready and hyped up for this. When Amani Toomer taking it 52 yards on that curl route for a touchdown, then scoring that short play in the second quarter, and then seeing Tony Romo self-destruct in the game, then R.W. McQuarters getting that big pick in the end zone to seal it. Oh, man, what a feeling.
Yeah, that feeling was very good.
Oh, man,
I love that Cowboys game. Monty Toomer showed up big in that game.
And too. Steve Smith, too. Steve Smith made a lot of key catches in that game. I remember he had a big playoff run that whole time.
Damn right, Jaden. Damn right. We win the rest of the division games. We win the rest of the games. We win out. It's win or go home right now. Period.
If we go 4-2 in the division, we probably in the playoffs. If we go 4-2 in the division.
We going. 11-6, my G. I'm telling you. With full confidence, my G. I'm telling you.
We better get Thomas and Barkley back.
Listen, they're coming back. Barkley was running drills today.
Yeah, he was. He looks good too. He looks like he's sprinting pretty well. I'm not sure about
Thomas.
Week
is just gonna help him, so he don't have to worry about no confidence issues or second guessing himself. This bye week because it was just an ankle sprain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think Thomas is gonna be playing in pain
got the confidence back from the knee injury.
And I hope they start using Barkley a little bit better than they were using him at first. I would have him more split out wide.
I don't think
in the
in
passing
response to Jaden, I don't think we're gonna have to sneak at 11-6. We ain't gonna have to sneak. Remember, there's 7 spots now. There used to be 5 in the wild card, which made it 6. Now there's 7. So 11-6, you're not sneaking.
No, we'd be firmly. We probably
9-8.
firmly in
9-8, you're sneaking in.
Yeah.
You know, but 11-6, yeah, we in there.
Well, you got to think if we get the 9 wins, we probably have to win all 5 of those games that are winnable, and then pick off at least Tampa Bay, Dallas, or LA. All right, that's right. You got to remember. I forgot. You're back on your bullshit. You got to go 11-6. Got to sweep them all.
Damn right.
You got to have that. You got to stay guarded though, just in case. Just staying guarded.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go around 9-8 or 8-9.
Teams better stay guarded because we're gonna punch them in the mouth and punch the ball out. We're gonna do the peanut punch every time they run with the ball.
Oh man, you're preaching. I would love to see that.
Miz, you fired. You don't get the ref no more.
Miz, you're fired.
Hell with suspension. You don't get the ref no more games talking like that. That's sacrilegious.
Oh.
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be happy with that right there.
Yo, son, you're disrespectful. You're disrespectful. After Tampa Bay, who do you really see that should beat us on the remaining of the schedule?
We got 3 teams that could very well beat us.
We should stomp.
And that's Tampa Bay, the Chargers, and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
We should
those are 3 teams.
With all 3 of them.
Those are 3 teams that we're gonna be underdogs going into that game. Tampa Bay coming off this bye week, I think we're going to play them very hard. I honestly think we can pull that out, like a 24-21 or like a 17-14. I do believe we can pull that out because Tampa Bay's offense compared to our defense, if we stop Leonard Fournette in that run game, we got a hell of a chance because I think Bradbury matches up very good with Edmonds.
We ain't going to do it with Danny Shelton in there. We can't play Danny Shelton if we want to stop the run.
I think Bradbury on Evans is a good matchup. I think Adoree Jackson. I think you make him follow Godwin. I think that's a good matchup for us.
Hey, is Bredesen out for the season?
I think he's on short-term IR.
If he ain't came back off short-term IR by now, I think he's gone.
I don't know what happened to him.
You don't even hear anything on Bredesen.
No, that's weird.
Like. You barely read about him on the injury reports. I don't know. He might just be permanently benched.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is us letting Gronk go off.
That him or AB. If AB is able to play, who's going to man up against him?
I think AB's more hurt than what people let know.
Miz, you really fired. you really fired.
That game in Philadelphia is going to be tough. We always have trouble playing in Philly. I think we can win it, but we always have trouble playing in Philly.
I think this is the year we get Philly twice.
Yeah.
I think it's finally our year to get them twice.
I agree. But
and that Washington football team, the way they're playing right now, I think we get them. I think Chicago's going to be a harder game than people think, but I think we get Chicago in the end. I know we're going to get Miami.
Yeah.
I can see us beating the Chargers too because the Chargers are just like the Raiders. Justin Herbert is good, but I think our defense, when we man them up, because who really going to threat us on the outside? I mean, Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Mike
key.
Williams. I'm not worried about.
Yeah, I'm not worried about. Yeah.
What about Eckler?
I'm not worried about Eckler. I mean, I'm not
worried about nobody.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Eckler, and I'm not worried about Hunter Henry as well. He's a good tight end, but I'm not worried about Hunter Henry. Well, wait a minute, he's not there anymore, is it?
It's Cook. Jared Cook.
Jared Cook.
I mean, Jared Cook is good, but as long as our defense holds up the way they've been holding up, not giving up touchdowns every drive, and stiffening up in that red zone, I think we could beat anybody. I think we could beat them. There's only one offense I think that might give us heavy problems. That's only if the run game gets off, and that's against the Buccaneers. If you let their run game get off, you're gonna have a hard time.
You're not worried about that Dallas run game with Elliott and Pollard? They did a good job against us last time.
I think we're gonna get them that second time for what happened in that first game.
Nigga, I ain't worried about nothing.
that second game, I think we get them too.
I'm just saying. I ain't worried about nothing.
What did you say we are, Lou? What are we back on? What are we back on, Lou? Tell him.
Back on
Tell
my
him, Lou.
bullshit. 11
That's
and 6.
right.
I'm telling you, we win the next 8 games.
Nah, you gotta be real about this shit too, man.
got
I'm
to
going on
believe.
11 and 6.
You got to believe. Your
Just-
ass believed in Santa for at least 8 years of your life. You can believe we're gonna go 11 and 6 for 8 more damn games.
Just being real, I think we got a tough one against Tampa Bay. Is going to be tough to beat, and I think Dallas is going to be a lot tougher than we think if they're healthy. Especially getting Gallup back. The guy gave us that was a pain for us last year, and we didn't play against him when we played Dallas earlier this season. So I think they're going to be a tough matchup.
I think we're gonna go around 9 and 8, 8 and 9.
I think so.
It just depends what we do against those 3 games. Because we can mess around and beat the Chargers and wind up losing one to Philly. I mean, it always happens like that.
Sorry about that.
That's all right, Joel.
Hey, Joel, it's okay.
Joel.
You feel free to rip one anytime.
Oh, hey.
Don't. How do you feel going into the second half of the season, Joel?
Oh my goodness. I mean, God damn it, I get my hopes up. You know, I said after the first couple of weeks, I had a dumpster fire behind me and everything, you know, and it's going to take more than just a couple wins for me to get belief back into this team. There's still a lot of confusion. There's still a lot of turmoil, even though we're happy. We won a game. I mean,
no. We won 3 games in the first half of the season. We haven't done that in a decade. 5 years.
And we're going into a bye. However, we all know Giants history.
Healthy coming out of that bye.
But Lou, we all know Giants history coming out of a friggin' bye week.
Different regime.
It's been different regimes, a lot of different times, my guy. We know how the Giants lay a friggin' egg coming off of the bye.
They can't afford to right now, and they know it.
It's in the back of my head. I can't help it. You know,
we got the big thing, the big difference between this team and historically our teams is that we had a lot of veterans on the team with new blood to invigorate. This team is a lot of young blood invigorating the team, learning on the fly, making mistakes, but they're growing. They're gelling together. They're finally getting their identity. And this is when you need all of that to happen. So
you're right.
The next 8 games, we are really going to see who the New York Football Giants are. We are really going to see what we have in Daniel Jones. If you are an unbeliever still, which I'm not, I believe the kid has the talent to take a team to the Super Bowl. If you give him an offensive line and some receivers that can catch the damn ball, the kid can be a decent quarterback, if not a good one, in the NFL. So, I mean, this last 8 games of this season, Giants fans are going to get what they've been waiting for.
These last 8 games, I'm just going to name a couple of people that I believe is going to have to step up in order for us to, for us to keep going. We're going to need Adoree Jackson to keep playing well down the stretch. We're going to need Ojulari and Roche to keep up their play, learn a little bit more, get a little bit more pressure, open things up for Leonard Williams. We're going to need Daniel Jones to show us who he is. And we're going to need Jason Garrett to show that he can open up this playbook, because I believe Matt Pert is going to have to step up on that right tackle. Because I can't see how they can start Nate Solder over Matt Pert at right tackle when Andrew Thomas comes back.
They're not starting Nate Solder.
I can't see how they can do that. If they do that,
Isaiah Wilson will be playing after the bye.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Listen, not only has he lost weight and got in shape, but Andrew Thomas has been with him, and they've been working out and exercising and talking and working on his diet and watching film. The boy is reinvigorated. He's back. He's hungry again. He was embarrassed and ashamed. He's back, and he's about to make a difference on this team.
If he does start, it probably
as
be
many bonehead moves as Dave Gettleman has done. We stole that boy.
Sam Beal.
No. Oh, yeah. Sam Beal was a mistake. I'm talking about Isaiah Wilson. He's down to 321.
What's good, Mason?
He's down to 321,
Mm-hmm.
and he might play this year. If he's down to 321, they might be getting him ready to
He's
play.
down to 321, and this whole time that Andrew Thomas has been out, Andrew Thomas took him under his wing. You know, they played together. He was right tackle. Andrew Thomas was left tackle on the same
Yeah.
team in college. So I guess I don't know if the boy had familiarity issues or homesick or whatever in Tennessee, but I think being back with Andrew Thomas helped him get back focused. I don't know if he was being a mentor to him or what, but he's been learning the
I
playbook.
mean,
He's been driven.
sometimes that happens with people in general. You're
Yeah.
not yourself when you're not around a person that you have a bond with. Some people need that bond to keep trucking. And maybe he did. Maybe Andrew Thomas was that bond for him. And once
And
he left,
that's amazing
he
because
melted.
Andrew Thomas was a player with Ojolari. They was roommates, so he helped recruit him here. And if he's helping Isaiah Wilson become an impact player on this line, you get Nick Gates back, who's up and walking around and moving around. All the surgeries are done.
Nick Gates is
Oh,
in
that's
good
good news.
spirits. Nick
Yeah.
He
Gates
is.
in good spirits. Man.
He was just in an interview with Bobby Skinner a day ago,
Mhm.
and he seems to be in really good spirits right now. So I
Wow.
hope he can come back next year, and at least if
Matt.
he's not.
He saw all that support from Giants fans on Twitter. I mean,
What up, Mac?
I got
What's
a
going
question.
on, fellas?
I got a question for the panel. What do you think? What do you think this offense is going to do the second half of the season with Barkley coming back, Shepard probably around after the Tampa Bay game, and Andrew Thomas coming back? Do you think this offense will turn it around?
Can I answer first?
Go ahead.
I think he's going.
man, I don't know. What
I think, in the sense of what we've seen this
Ball
last Sunday
What's up,
with
Miz?
Booker and the offensive line, what we had on the field, opening holes for Booker. Just imagine if Andrew Thomas back there, you had a quarterback that gets his left tackle back, and if you think of the blind side, the reason why that position is so important because it's a blind side. You want to. I mean, like Daniel Jones can't trust the people that Nate or whoever was in there at left tackle. Like, it's hard to trust someone when you see, like, you obviously see him play better with Andrew Thomas in the game. And
Appreciate
not only
that,
does
Ty.
Andrew Thomas not only does
Appreciate
Andrew Thomas benefit like the passing game and Daniel Jones, it also benefits open up the running game as well. We've seen Booker get some holes. So I think the second half of the season when we start, getting our players back out there, not only do they have to worry about Tony now, they have to worry about Berkeley, have to worry about Galladay and the offense we all thought was going to be on the field. They're going to have to worry about if our defense continues playing like a top 15 defense, they can move their way up to a top 10 before the season ends. But it just needs to be execution. It needs to be, everything that needs to go right. We can't beat ourselves. Once we start beating ourselves, then the season is basically over. I don't want to say the season relies on Tampa game because Tampa is a really core team. We can get past still climbing our way to the playoffs, even losing to Tampa, just based on the NFC South. But it's not the AFC too, because the AFC has a lot of winning teams. The NFC don't really have a lot of winning teams. So if you think about it, we can climb our way to that wild card spot, that 7th wild card spot. But we just got to play good fundamental football and get back to the basics.
So let me ask you a question, Zion, and then
Absolutely.
everybody else can finish answering. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
I was still.
Let me answer that for you. We're gonna go
for
11
me,
and 6.
I was
We're
still
gonna win the next 8 games.
I would still lean heavy on the run game, but I want to see Booker get some snaps too because Booker had 2 carries before Booker
I think
got
there'll be a
hurt,
good
and that's
1-2 punch.
unacceptable.
I think there'll be a good 1-2 punch with what he showed the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
If this line can hold up and they can use them as a 1-2 punch and run the play action and roll out and the bootleg off of that, man.
Mm-hmm.
My guy, you're asking Jason Garrett to go deep into his playbook because I don't know if he wants to do that shit.
I don't know. I
Just
think he
elite.
opens it up a little bit with Andrew Thomas in there. So
I think Andrew
I-
Thomas comes back as a big key. Go ahead, Mac.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Piggy, because Zion, I just was basically on my stream, just said basically exactly what you just said. Almost the exact same thing. Not the exact same word, but I mean basically the same
I promise
thing.
I'll go catch a recap. My bad, I was busy, bro.
With these injuries, with these injuries, you know what I mean? the biggest one is Andrew Thomas, man, for me, as far as I'm concerned, because Daniel Jones has clearly been a different quarterback when Andrew Thomas is out there playing left tackle.
Facts.
Right now, he's right now he has no trust that his blind side is being protected right now, and it's definitely making him regress with his pocket awareness again, which was actually showing improvement because he had that belief that he didn't have to worry about getting blindsided and clocked from the behind every time he drops back to pass the football. So getting Andrew, I mean, as big as I'm a Barkley guy, as big as I think Barkley is and what he means to this offense, Andrew Thomas is the most important. If we can get him back in that lineup, that's going to be clutch for this offense to begin to be able to flourish again. Like I said, I was saying Daniel Jones, his strength is being able to throw the ball downfield. He's not really getting those opportunities right now because his offensive line can now hold up. So hopefully once we get Andrew Thomas back in that lineup, man, I think it's going to get a whole lot better once again, man, for this whole offense. No matter who else is out there, Andrew Thomas is more the key right now, I feel like, for this offense to start moving again.
And I would like to even see them line up Barkley outside and line Booker up in the backfield in the same play. Why not try something like that? Put up both your running backs out there and try to design a play to get maybe Barkley open on a route on the outside. Maybe get Booker a sweep. Just like try to mix it up. Use your playmakers to where they fit best. Like use your playmakers in the best position to make plays and help you win. That's what I think they really need to do. And take 50-50 shots down the field with Kenny Golladay. Use this guy to the reason why you brought him in to this team, and that's throw the ball downfield to him and let him go up there and get the ball. They did it last year with Golden Tate, who was 5'10". Why are you not trying it more with your 6'4" wide receiver who excels at making contested catches? They got to try to open it up and do that.
Golden Tate, according to him, he was pissed off. His wife was even talking shit about they didn't give him.
I mean, he made plays when
he did. Golden Tate was good at that. He was good at the contested catch. He made plays in that.
You can't blame him because he made plays every time they threw it to him. Just about.
Yep. So I mean,
Saquon would have had about 200 yards that game because there was about 2 runs where Booker got hit on the ankle, where Saquon Barkley is gone.
What's up, Slay?
Facts. But I mean, I do believe that he will be a good 1-2 punch. You can utilize them together. That way you ain't wearing out Barkley and you ain't wearing out Booker. You can always have a fresh pair of legs that you can count on to go in there and get you a hard fought 2 or 3 yards for a first down.
Absolutely. I thought they was going to do that the first couple of weeks.
Well, I mean, we thought
that's
they was
the
going to
past.
do
I
a
don't
whole
want to
lot
be
the first
negative.
couple of weeks. But when you don't play your
Saquon.
players during preseason and OTAs, you know, this is what happens.
We need to use Saquon Barkley how New Orleans uses Alpha Kamara.
Yes.
I promise.
Facts.
If you use him that way, I think he could be a better version. Than
That's
Alvin
a damn
Kamara.
good point and a damn good comparison, Pat.
Yeah,
Real
I like
shit,
that,
man.
Pat. Or even Tony Pollard too. The way the Cowboys in a way use Tony Pollard, we can use him like that too.
But I think Saquon Barkley could be just as dynamic as Alvin Kamara in the pass game as well.
Oh yeah.
He's proven that in his rookie season.
Alvin
He proved
Kamara
that.
only averages about 60% of the snaps. That's why they always have a big back on their team. They used Ingram, they used Latavius Murray, they brought Ingram back for a reason, to give him that spell that he needs because he's not an every down back like that. You don't want to use him as an every down back like that because it takes away from the mystique that you could use him in a pass game. You could overuse a player. You could use a player wrong. As great as we think Saquon Barkley is, I don't think he's that pound back that you could just put in there in the I form big or single back big and just say, hey, run it. I think you need to use him in space, just like New Orleans does. Why do you think that guy always gets like 3 touchdowns some games? Everybody in fantasy league that gets Alvin Kamara expects to see him get about 2 touchdowns every week because he's going to get 1 receiving and he's going to get 1 running. He just is. And when he keeps coming in there fresh like that, of course he's going to score because that dude's balance is impeccable. So is Saquon Barkley's. So if we're giving our running backs 25 carries a game, I would like to see Booker get at least 10 to 13 of them. And use Saquon Barkley in that screen game. When we get that running game going and then you hit them with the screen, make sure the back that's in there on that play is Saquon Barkley. And then you can use them a couple of times in the iPhone big or something to throw the defense off. But soon as they start coming up trying to stop that run, you hit him with that screen, and he gets in the open field, it's at least the first down. At least.
Yeah. Got to start using
Because-
him and Tony in that open field a lot more, too, because both these guys are difference makers when you
They
get the
need
ball in
to
their
use-
hand.
they need to use Tony like they used OBJ and Victor Cruz. Quick
Mhm.
slants and option routes.
Yeah, you need to use Kadarius Toney on a lot of option routes, quick slants, quick outs, and run them deep too. Run them deep sometimes.
He can make a deep play.
Make them feel that speed.
But I mean, because you have Galladay and John Ross, right? Because I don't see Slayton being the future plans of this team.
Yeah.
And I don't think Shepard is going to stick around because he's too injury prone.
Agreed.
So if John Ross works out this second half of the season and you got Galladay, you take them safeties deep, and that opens up the middle of the field for Ingram, Kadarius Toney, Barkley on the little screens and drag routes, flood routes. You know what I mean?
We need to run Evan Ingram in the seam a lot more because
the middle of the
during my film session on Friday, I'm gonna show you there's some plays open for Evan Ingram where he can get in the middle of that field in the seam, and that stops them safeties from just hovering over the top too. They got to come down because Evan Ingram on the linebacker is a mismatch. I'm sorry, it is.
He is.
And if
the
you
only
get him
knock
wide
on
open
him
in the middle of the
is he
seam,
drops the damn ball. He's been doing better, but that was his only knock. He'd be dropping the ball or popping it up to get picked off.
I don't know. I think he might be over that, man. I think the way that they're using him, you don't give him a chance to drop the ball. You're only going to get about 4 or 5 targets a game, but those targets are huge targets, and he could get a couple of touchdowns for it. I mean, the dude's a mismatch, man. That's why I say if he went to another team like the Packers or something, you'll see. He'll shine like I don't know what out there because they'll use him the correct way. And he'll be in a more wide open play. But
if you haven't subscribed, please do so.
Yeah, he's not a tight end where you just say go out there run a stick route. Why haven't we put somebody to have this guy use his ability the way he's supposed to be used? Why haven't we got this guy a route running course? That's the main thing he needs to be on, route running. Because if he gets good at route running, who the hell gonna stop him in the middle of the field as a linebacker? Nobody. You're not fast enough. Most safeties are not fast enough. And then he's big. He's like 6'3".
Yeah.
I know that's kind of small for the bigger tight ends, but 6'3" is still big. We call Kenny Galladay big, and he's 6'4". They're about the same size.
I think Evan Ingram's the biggest X factor for this offense going forward. He really could be that X factor for this offense.
Much of Tony Gonzalez,
right?
His build,
faster Tony Gonzalez,
right? And I'm like, Tony Gonzalez was one of the best tight ends ever. So, like, all we need you to do is be half of that, my guy, because we got other weapons. You know what I'm saying? But
and what Tony G had was he had good route running. Travis Kelce ain't that fast. He's just a hell of a route runner, man. That dude's routes are like a receiver. Tony Gonzalez routes were like a receiver, and they use their bodies to block people out. And
Gronk was the same way too.
Huh?
Gronk was the same way too.
Yeah,
he used his body a lot to make a catch.
Antonio Gates. I mean, man, another one that's not even nowhere near the athlete of them. Algie Crumpler. He was
Pierre Garcon.
He
Pierre
was.
Garcon for the Washington Redskins or for the Washington football team.
Yeah, he was good at using his body too, and you saw what he did to that DB on that touchdown catch, so he can do it. It's just that I don't think anybody's teaching him. I don't think anybody's teaching him how to use his body, to maneuver his way, box people out with his body, and route people up. Yeah, Witten as slow as they come. Witten is just as slow as freaking
and he used to
Rudolph.
kill us.
All the time.
Kill
He's our kryptonite.
That man was 38 years old on the Raiders, still getting touchdowns.
Like Gronkowski.
Right. Gronk is not that fast. He just knows how to route run, and he knows how to use his body to block you out. And it was tough as nails.
Oh yeah, that guy's been through everything in terms of injuries.
I promise you, if they open up this offense, Evan Ingram could get a good contract somewhere. We could get a 3rd-round compensatory pick if we don't sign him. Because he has that ability, bro. You put that man in the middle of that field and make those safeties come up and really think out there. we got our offense because Andrew Thomas is coming back. And Wilson, I didn't know he was down to 321. I thought he was still around like 350, 360.
No, he's down to 321. He's learning
So-
the playbook. He's been running around with Andrew Thomas.
Has he
get
been
it right.
practicing? Has he
There's
been
like a mountain of them
practicing?
in.
Has he been practicing on the field with the team?
I
Getting
think he
reps?
has. I think he has.
That much I didn't find out.
I saw him
Because
running some
all that
drills.
don't matter if they're not giving him reps. If they're not giving him reps, he's not getting on the field. You
I know, I
gotta
don't
get
think
reps
he's
to get
getting
on the
reps.
field.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting reps with the team yet. I think he's just doing other drills on the outside. Just trying to keep getting him back into shape.
Yeah, so I believe if he's not getting reps, he's not getting in anytime soon. Because the only way you're gonna get on that field, especially with a coach like Joe Judge, is if you get reps in practice.
Well, I'm too far to see the practices.
Well, what we gonna do? Like, okay, Andrew Thomas come back. If he comes back on Monday or next Monday night against the Bucks, who's playing right tackle? Is it Nate Solder or is it
Better be
Matt
Parrott. Better be Parrott. It better
I'll
be
be
Matt
honest
Parrott.
with you. I'm leaning towards they're gonna put Soda back out there, especially after his.
I'd
after
rather
he-
have
after his
Corey
performance.
Cunningham in there than any one of them two.
Well,
I wanna
just
see what
wonder-
Parrott's
Put
got.
Soda back out there.
I want to see what Parrott can do the rest of the season. We got to evaluate to see what this guy can do the rest of the season if he's the right tackle of the future.
That dude
Can't
is
just
that's
bench him.
true.
Eric Flowers,
You can't
man.
bench him. Give this
That's
guy an
true.
opportunity to show what
If
he's
you
worth.
think this guy can be the
Tackle.
future of your offensive line, you got to give him the reps the rest of
I
the
think
season.
this guy is the future of Eric Flowers at tackle.
Well, they could transition him to guard too. There's been many rumors maybe he could be a guard sometime next year. They don't think he's the answer at tackle.
Perk could be a
It better
dominant
not be
guard,
so.
probably.
He's got
He
the
actually probably
size.
could be a dominant guard.
Can you imagine him and Wilson as our guards? Both those guys are massive human beings as our guards.
I
but
do know that Nick Gates is up and walking around. He don't need no more surgeries. So
I think Nick Gates is
we
going to be back,
potentially
man.
get him back next year. And
Lemieux,
Andrew Thomas solidifies that left tackle spot. One of our offensive linemen is going to have to step up. Nate Solder ain't going to do it. The only one which is not good neither, but he's better than the other two is Will Hernandez. So if we can get Nick Gates, Will Hernandez, Isaiah Wilson, and Andrew Thomas to solidify that line, and we get a good freaking center,
That's why I think we're going to target Lindenbaum because how great would it be if Matt Pert does turn out to be decent at right tackle?
that would be phenomenal.
Isaiah Wilson gets on the field around week 13, 14, or 15 to give you two good games. Give you two good games of film to where you can evaluate and be like, hey, look, we can actually have this guy at guard next season. And Andrew Thomas stay healthy the rest of the season. So the only thing we'll have to worry about is getting rid of Skura and Billy Price. And then, hey, Gates is back. Maybe you put Gates at left guard, Andrew Thomas at left tackle, maybe Lindenbaum if we're able to draft him at center, Wilson at right guard, and Pert at right tackle. And I still draft another right tackle.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I still
I
draft
agree.
another right tackle.
and you have Lemieux coming back as a
just to
backup
let
too.
Yeah, just to let Pert know this position is not yours. You
Well,
still
I mean,
have to show up and
we
perform.
have Corey Cunningham, who is a right tackle. We have
I'm not as opposed to giving Corey Cunningham a shot. I mean, it can't get any worse. I mean, look, Soda. Hey, look, when it comes to the passing downs, man, Nate Soda's the worst in the league, and he just got a good great run blocking last game.
Yeah, it's about time.
You guys say what you want, and I think Solder's starting at right tackle against
Me
Tampa
too.
Bay.
I think he is too, because I think Judge just has that loyalty to him, and he thinks that he gives him the best chance to win. I would give Parrott that chance to see what he can do at right tackle. I understand that Judge had a relationship with Solder in the past, and he's a good guy, and he's a good team player, but he's not the future of this team. We need to give Parrott a chance at right tackle.
I don't
and see
give a
if this
shit
guy...
if you're Mr. Rogers. If you can't block, get the fuck off the field. Your niceness means nothing.
I know. That's why I'm saying I don't want to see him on the field anymore. I want to give Parrott a shot and see if he can win that job outright and be the right tackle going forward.
I'm with you too, Jeff. But I think so too that they're gonna give Nate the story. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you 100%.
I
but
truly
think
believe
they're
Nate Soda's gonna be your starting right tackle.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, the
cry.
way things been, it would seem to lean in that direction. But I
Hey,
do agree, man. Like if you
Mm.
right now if you know, especially if you know Andy Thomas is going to be able to come back at left tackle, I
I'll
personally
be
feel
right
like they
back.
should give Matt Pert all the reps possible in practice these next couple of weeks and get him ready for Monday night at right tackle. But I do agree with you guys, man. I feel like just the way
That
things
ain't
have been going,
100%.
they are just going to plug Nate Solder back out there at right tackle. And I don't know. I'm really tired of watching this guy just get dominated every game
And
by
I agree with you,
every
Deron.
pass rusher, no matter
I'm
who
tired
it
of
is.
Billy
No
Price
matter
too.
what
I
it is.
want him off the field, but we have nobody else as a capable center. Billy Price is a disaster at that position.
He's horrible.
He's horrendous.
He's horrible.
And Skura was really bad the last game
We
too.
were counting on having Jonathan Harrison as our center, but that didn't work out.
He tear his ACL or something, or his Achilles.
And well, first we were counting on Jalapeno,
Oh my god!
and
He's
then
terrible.
Jonathan Harrison.
Oh, John
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. I remember
Jala-
him.
He better than Billy Price was. He's better
Yeah,
than
he
Billy Price
actually
is.
was.
He
I'm not
was.
gonna lie to you.
He was solid until he got hurt against Dallas.
Hey, I got something to let you guys know. In PFN's latest mock draft, they have us drafting Aiden Hutchinson, edge from Michigan, and Tyler Linderbaum, center from Iowa. That's the best mock draft I've seen.
Give that applause. I love it. I love it.
But that's only if we suck and have the 8 and 9 pick.
No, well, that's not gonna happen.
No.
We're gonna have like the 13 and the 20th, and the 13 is gonna come from Chicago.
What do you guys think the Bears are going to finish the season? How do you think they're going to finish the season with their record-wise? Because they got a tough schedule.
I say the Bears at the max get to 6 and 11. At the max.
I mean, Justin Fields is starting to come on a little bit, man. He's starting to get a little
That's
more
why I say they
out
get to
there.
6 and 11 because I think they beat Minnesota once, but their schedule is vicious.
Yeah, they're a
It's
tough schedule.
vicious, man. But if Justin Fields keep playing like he did against Pittsburgh, you'll see them win a couple of games.
Yeah, he's coming around, man. He's starting to.
All of y'all don't believe, but when we win the next 8 games, y'all believe again.
Man, dude, you've been
Back.
saying this for I don't know how long.
I'll feel a lot better
if
if
we
we
win
can-
8 games in a row, bro.
If we could beat Tampa Bay, then I'll start feeling a lot better. I got to see us beat Tampa Bay before I get on that bandwagon. We got to beat a good team.
I feel that. I mean, the Raiders are a good team. We just took care
The
of them.
Raiders
you
were
know, I
5
mean,
and 2. They were hot.
Raiders are a good team, but it's not Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is
I
one of the top teams in this league.
I mean, I get it, but I mean,
So
the
is
Raiders
Kansas City.
definitely legit.
So is
We played-
Kansas City, and we had them.
Yeah, we
But
did.
but Tampa Bay, Tom Brady is playing phenomenal football, and the cornerbacks are healthy again too. So if you beat a team like Tampa Bay, that's gonna show us a lot about our team.
And
No.
that'll,
Carlton
and
Davis
that'll
is back.
boost the morale of the team, and they'll start
Absolutely.
believing, and they'll buy in that much more, and the rest will be history. I'm
So
telling you,
if
bro.
we
we
beat
gonna make Tom Brady.
Tampa, I might jump on that bullshit with you.
We gonna
Lou.
make Tom Brady feel like
but
he's in that 07 Super Bowl.
It's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough out, and one game at a time. You know what I'm saying?
We got to win
Daniel
one of
Jones
these
has got to
next games.
rebound.
Straight
It's
up. We got to win
it's
one of
not
these
tough,
next two.
Zion.
Whether it's
It's
Tampa
not
Bay,
tough,
or
Zion.
we got to win one of these next two.
You know you gotta talk. You gotta will it into existence. You
I
gotta
feel it.
man
Speaking
has-
into existence, I like it.
In the first games this season, that man has 2,650 yards on pace for 5,000. 25 touchdowns,
Brady?
5 picks. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the playmakers he's got. It helps to have that in a great offensive line
Look at the
too.
teams they
He's got
play.
he's got everything on that team.
And
You
that's
said look
why
at
it's
the
gonna
teams
be.
they
And
play.
that's why it's gonna be that much more impressive when we kick their ass.
I think we can beat them. I feel confident because we play well against Tampa and we always play well against Brady. I think we got a shot.
It's the method of victory, guys.
Daniel Jones just can't shit the bed like he did last year when we played him. Because if
that
Daniel
hurt.
Jones didn't have that bad of a game, we would have beaten Tampa Bay last year.
Would have beat them badly.
Yeah.
So they played the Cowboys. They beat them. They played the Falcons. They lost to the Rams. Beat the
Yeah, y'all
Patriots by
heard that,
2.
right? OBJ might be going over there.
OBJ
where?
might be going to the Saints or the Packers.
And I heard the
Yeah,
Patriots are
too.
sniffing around at him too.
So they beating the Dolphins, terrible. They beating the Bears, terrible. They beating the Eagles, terrible. We beat the Saints. They beat them too.
I had a feeling.
They lost to the Rams, which we did as well. They beat the Falcons. I mean, their schedule haven't been that hard, has it? They played what, 1, 2, 3. Well, Saints 4, and they lost to the Saints. I don't know. We'll see.
Thank you,
We
Sunday.
will see.
Nate, how do you feel?
Confident. I think we could beat Tampa. So I'm actually confident.
What gives you that confidence going into the game against Tampa?
Our defense. That's the only reason why I'm confident. I don't like the offense we shown last week. So
Yeah.
Which Nate is this? I always confuse y'all two.
It's little Nate.
Yes.
One is Nate Talks Sports. The other one is Nate Talks Football.
That's your protege, Lou.
Yeah,
'Cause remember,
Yeah, Lou.
Logan is Pat's protege.
All right.
That's
All right,
Puerto Rican Nate.
so I wanna explain a little bit on the game plan that happened with the Raiders as far as
What up, Benny?
offensive
What's
wise.
going on, Benny?
well, let's
Hey,
get
Benny.
Benny, what's going on, bro?
Sure
Benny
can.
want the link. I want you guys to answer this. If we would have opened up that playbook against the
Send it
Raiders and
chat.
had Daniel Jones drop back way more than we ran, do you think we win that game?
Hell no.
was the
Not so
question,
sure
Pat?
either.
I'm a 50-50.
I
Well,
think
Dude,
we had a
them
pretty,
edges were the freaking edges were living in the backfield. Soldier couldn't
Not
block a
we had a
freaking
solid,
donut.
pretty solid game plan. That with the run game, Booker getting it going on the ground, man, was really big in that game. Offensively, I think that and Daniel Jones did enough what he had
Listen,
to do
you know,
to keep
it was
team in
nice
that
to see.
football
You
game.
know what? Judge said there's going to be times we're going to run the ball 30 times. We're going to pass the ball 30 times. That was just one of those games. We ran the
Hey.
ball 30 times.
Hey, Benny, how you
What's going
doing?
on, Benny?
what up, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well, thank you.
I'm alive.
I'm just gonna be real with you. If we would have passed that ball more than what we ran that game, we would have got blew out.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Because those edges, Crosby and Ngakoue, were living in the backfield, even with the minimum pass attempts that we had.
Yeah.
Nate
Crosby. I
Solder,
like Crosby a lot. He's good.
yeah, Nate Solder cannot block on that right side, and Matt is not a left tackle. He's just not.
Not in the
Will
NFL.
Hernandez is a shell of himself. Billy Price, what the hell?
True.
Matt and Skura had a bad game as well as far as
Yeah.
pass protection.
Yeah.
I
Their
think Ben
pass
Bredesen.
protection.
I think Ben Bredesen was better than Skura.
I'm gonna tell you this: their pass protection was so bad that game. I'm gonna show you in the film session on Friday. Their pass protection was so bad that the Raiders couldn't even run a stunt. Their pass protection was so bad, and Ngakoue said, "Man, forget running the stunt. I'm just gonna go right on this edge and grab him." And that stopped Daniel Jones from throwing a touchdown. And I'm gonna show you.
Weren't
He
they
should have had a
only
touchdown
rushing
on that
four?
play.
Weren't they only rushing 4 people most of the game?
and they
still
would get
got
ready.
oiled.
And they would get ready to run a stunt. And you know what a stunt? Your linemen have to be hip to hip. Skura got beat so bad to the inside, and he beat Pert. Pert tried to pick him up, and he couldn't pick him up either. And Ngakoue came right around the edge. It was like,
I saw that. Yeah, that was bad.
and that was terrible.
Yeah, that offensive line looked like they had no. They looked like their communication with each other was completely off too, especially in that Skura and pair play where Ngakoue just went around the edge and was able to sack Jones. It looks like the both of them were trying to pick up the same person, and Skura I think messed up that block. So in a way, it made Parrott come in and block the wrong person. He didn't pick up Ngakoue when he just ran free right to Jones for the sack.
And we're gonna have to fix whatever it is with this offense within these 2 weeks in this bye week. I'm not saying we have to come out like the greatest show on turf, but we have to be a lot better. And I'll tell you what, it's all three. Daniel Jones has to be better, the offensive line has to be better, and Jason Garrett has to be better in play calling. And that's just the bottom line. All three of them are the reason why this passing game is not good. Daniel Jones sometimes misses reads and he doesn't get through his progressions fast enough. His offensive line doesn't hold long enough for most of the time, and Jason Garrett is not calling plays good enough. It's a mixture of all three, so that's why it looks so bad. If it was just one thing, if it was just the offensive line not holding up long enough, the plays that they do hold up long enough, you'll see us burst
it's a
that on the scene.
conglomeration of a lot of shit not going
Yeah.
right. Yeah, bad play calling and bad timing on
So your
certain
play
plays
calling
being
is
called.
not helping the offensive line. The offensive line is not helping Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not helping out the offensive line sometimes.
Like case in point, when you try to make Kadarius Toney a quarterback and run a gimmick play, like stop that dumb shit. You do that when you're winning, when you're up with a good lead. You don't do that when the defense is running in your backfield as soon as you snap the ball. You don't try that when the defense is eating.
It all depends on when you run them. I mean, it just depends because it worked against the Chiefs.
Right,
I mean, Tony's a playmaker, and you do got to find ways to get the ball in his hands. You got to find productive ways. He only touched the ball literally 3 times on Sunday. One was his pass attempt. Another one was this little run play that got blown up, and then he got one catch. One target.
We make stuff too obvious.
You got to do obvious. Got to do more than that with Kadarius Toney. Weapon like Kadarius Toney, man. After that, was it the Cowboy game when he had that real monster game, right? When he went off. Yeah, after a game like that, man, Kadarius Toney is legit. Got to get the ball in that man's hand, and he will make plays. You gotta make it happen. Can't just waste that kind of ability.
Tony and Galladay only had 55% of the offensive snaps. So
yeah, I think they were limited. Limited.
Yeah, because we were in a big set most of the game. We had like 7 linemen almost.
We had to do that though to run that ball. I mean, I'd rather run that rock.
I don't know if you got to give Garrett that credit or you got to give Joe Judge that credit because that sounds like a Joe Judge move to me. Like run the damn ball. After you seen that moment with Daniel Jones,
did you see the mic'd up?
Huh?
Did you see the mic'd up episode of last week's game?
No.
The sights and sounds?
They showed Joe Judge on the sideline huddled up with the defense, telling the defense what to do to stop the next drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but in one of the prior streams, we was having a debate, and somebody, I don't remember who it was, said that they don't think Joe Judge is doing any of the play calling or involved with any of the team like that. He's just coaching and letting the coordinators do
hell no. I don't believe that for a minute.
I think Judge has got his piece in the entire team.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely has his fingerprints in there.
I definitely do believe he had his fingerprints on that run scheme. I don't think Jason Garrett will ever call a game plan like that as far as running the ball like that. I don't think he will ever call it. Not like that.
So if Joe Judge keeps influencing, adjusting, and better play like that, they might allow him to fire Garrett. I don't care if we have a winning season. I still want Garrett gone.
I mean, if we have a winning season, Garrett might get a coaching job. So he might be gone regardless. So
coach.
I think Slay's backstage.
If the offense all of a sudden turns around, Daniel Jones just throws like 20 touchdown passes the rest of the games. Garrett probably will get a head coaching job.
And if Jones does that, you should want Garrett to stay because he had something to do with that.
Speaking of English.
Yeah.
But I really think Joe Judge was like, hey, run this damn ball, man, because we're not finna get this kid killed like this. And who knows? Isaiah Wilson might play sooner than you think. If he believes that the pass blocking is that bad, where you got to go 7 across the board for the whole game.
Adam.
What's going on?
I think
Adam?
he was trying to say, fellas.
What's up, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Adam, how you doing? I would love to throw him in there in the jumbo package if he's able to get out there. They're putting a big guy like that out there.
Listen, they had Corey Cunningham in as a tight end.
Because that's a jumbo package. You have an extra tackle out there.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, if Isaiah Wilson is bigger than him.
Has Isaiah Wilson played yet?
Isaiah Wilson,
no, not yet, Benny.
That's what I thought, yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah, that kid's huge.
Can you imagine that guy's a jumbo tight end?
My God.
But everybody and their mama know you're gonna run the ball if you do that. So
Man, if I seen somebody like that in a dark alley, I'm going to turtle, baby. I'm going to find a shell and just crawl right in that friggin' thing and hope like hell he can't crush it.
He makes Matt Parrott look like a small dude.
He
He's
does.
huge. He's huge.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
run
a
a play
picture
action
of
off of that.
I saw a picture of him and Matt Parrott together. He like overtowers him. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this guy's big.
Oh, he's got to get his head right, man. Get his head right. Get good football shape.
You run a play action off of that jumbo package like that, and if it's not there, you check it down to Barkley after he comes out the backfield off the play action.
Yeah.
So either way, you're going to get production out the play.
Benny, how do you feel about going into the? How do you feel about the Raiders game and also going into the Bucs game?
Real fast, Benny. I'm gonna let you answer that,
yeah.
but I'm just gonna head out. Thank you, Lou, for having me on. Thank you, everybody, for good knowledge. Thank you, Sunday. You know, best modern business, dropping everybody's links.
Pause. Nobody gave you no knowledge on this link, sir. Pause.
And then, how Big Pat, I said, thank you for having me on, and you guys have a good night.
That's Gucci, man. Have a good night.
Appreciate you being on, Zion.
Have a good night, Zion.
Bye, Zion.
Sub up, Zion.
All right. Anyway, about the Raiders game, I thought it was a nice win. The defense played great. You know, Xavier McKinney had a great game, and I really think this defense is figuring out itself back again. As for the offense, I liked like the run game. It was definitely impressive and all, but and I think our receivers were honestly just kind of injured. I think they're a little banged up. Guys like Kenny Galladay and also Kadarius Toney. I feel like they're kind of banged up. I think that's why we didn't use them. I'm hoping to kind of see them in the future because I think it will make us a way better offense because at the end of the day, we did not put up many points. And this is the modern NFL where you're supposed to be putting up 30-point games a lot more. So I'm hoping after this bye week, we can really continue what we're doing on the defensive side and really get healthy so we can really see what
I love
me and I think
Benny
a
is
lot
on
of
the
people
street
thought
because
this.
he's so detailed to be so young. You do a great job, young man.
Thank you.
You're going to be amazing in the future when you get older and you can.
Benny's the future of this community.
But
thanks.
no, I think that's exactly what you're going to see coming out of the bye. I think with Andrew Thomas coming back, that gives Daniel Jones the confidence to not have to worry on his blind side, and he can just focus on going through his progressions and finding the open man. I think that gives him his confidence. I think that allows him to use his pocket presence and move up with ease without worry. I think you have Tony back. I think you have Galladay healthy, Saquon Barkley healthy. So now you can't just double up on our receivers because you got to respect the run. You got to respect the RPO. So that opens up the whole playbook. And I think that's going to make a big difference. Like Max said, with just Andrew Thomas coming back, that would be the same thing if you still had Booker out there, because that's going to give Daniel Jones that peace of mind.
I see you, Adam, in there. I see you out there. I just said the same thing, bro. You got to get that man the ball some kind of way, man. He makes plays. All he does is make plays when he gets that ball in his hands. You got to put the ball in his hands more, man. Some kind of way.
Yeah, something is up, man. Either Jason Garrett is that just that much of a.
He can't muzzle him. They don't like
dummy
his
you can't be that incompetent as a coach. You know that man makes plays. You got to get him the ball.
Or this whole organization does not believe in Daniel Jones.
The press. You see how they try to bait him into dumb questions about his tweets and this and that, and how he responds.
I made a video of it. I got a whole series, Kadarius Toney versus the New York media. Go check it out.
So and because they can't muzzle him, and he's a grown man, it's gonna be some tension there. And I think that's what it is. I think he like, look, I ain't doing that. Feel me? Shout out.
Yo, does anybody know, by the way, the situation on Sterling Shepard? What's the situation with that like quad injury or whatever?
Judge really
probably won't be back after Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Judge really never said anything about him. He said about Barkley and Thomas and even Booker. He never really mentioned anything of Shepard. So I'm guessing unless he somehow makes it back next week, I'm guessing he's probably going to miss the Tampa game.
We're missing.
Yeah.
Riggs! No, but I agree with Thomas. We need to get Andrew Thomas back because I think that guy is going to make a world of a difference. And I think if Thomas is back on the left tackle position, it's going to open up a lot more for that offense. I could see the offense being a little bit more aggressive as long as Big 78 is locking down that left side. He's playing the way he was playing before he got hurt. And I agree with KT. He needs to start getting that ball more in his hands. Go ahead, Benny.
I would hope Matt Parrott would
hit y'all
also
with the
shift over to
Marshawn
right
Lynch.
tackle
Yeah, I got
when
2
Andrew
minutes
Thomas
left
comes back instead of
to look
Solder.
at me.
We were all saying that before.
we were just
That's
talking
right.
about that before you hopped
Yeah.
on, Benny. We all would prefer to see Matt Pert at the very least, but most of us believe it's going to be Solder. Still getting
Yeah, I
the
believe
nod.
it's gonna be Solder, man.
And the whole fan
Crazy.
base
Hey.
will start getting really
Yo, Pat,
angry.
look at the screen, Pat.
I can't. He's right. Shepard's a walking injuries. We all love the guy, but he's a walking injury.
Absolutely,
I can't
man.
disagree.
Yeah, I agree.
Barkley's getting to that moment too, though. So I gotta hope. That's my biggest key is these guys got to stay on that field when they get back. We
When you
cannot
start
have the
getting
same
nervous every
issues.
time they get tackled,
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god, I
gonna
do.
get bad.
I
He can't
panic.
scheme him open. He
I
can't scheme him
panic.
into the playbook, or he just don't like the fact that the dude don't fall for his shit.
Ugh. You know what? Get over it. The guy's got a different attitude than your normal player, but the guy is a difference maker on the field. I don't care what he says in the media or how he acts. That
He
guy
didn't
is
say
a
nothing
player.
wrong.
he hasn't.
What he said was
he
the guy Ruggs went drinking and driving, got into an accident, someone lost their life. He's gonna go do time. He said, "I empathize. My prayers out for both families."
That's all he
No,
said.
no, I know
That's
that.
it.
I'm not saying. I'm
And
not
they try
saying
to
that.
demonize him like, "Oh, how can you pray for the guy who was drunk driving? He's still a human being. You hate the sin, not the human."
I'm just saying in general what they seem to be doing to this kid. Like every single word or thing that he does, they seem to want to.
Because they wanted to be OBJ 2.0.
Yeah,
They don't. They
but
don't
he
want
is
New York
not
to have-
OBJ
They don't want New York
2.0.
to have a star.
That's a
You know what I'm
headline,
saying?
man. It's a headline.
New York
New
media.
York media. That's what I say. New York media. That's all it is, man.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, there's
Exactly.
nothing we can do about it. You know, you just gotta
Right.
hope that
Only thing
they
he
can
can do is keep his nose clean and
But
go
y'all
about
need
his
to
business.
remember, it's called tell lie vision for a reason. They tell lies to your eyes. It's a mind fuck. They fuck you with the TV. Riggs.
Right. Television programming. They program you what they put on the TV.
I could see them maybe running a trick play or two with Barkley and Tony out there together too. Maybe try to use those two in some type of
Yeah.
trick play.
Remember when they did that with Odell and Barkley and Barkley's rookie year? Odell threw 2 passes to him.
Yeah,
Good
back in
touchdown.
2018, I could see something like that.
Yeah, I could see them doing that with Tony, something like that.
So I mean, like, and they got to try to give, like I was mentioning earlier, they got to try to give Galladay more chances at 50-50 balls deep.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got to try
Did
to
any of
utilize
you
this kid's
guys
skills.
notice that Ellerson Smith actually played on special teams last week?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
yeah, I heard
Yes,
of
I
it.
did.
But you got to go with what Joel's saying. I'll keep shouting Joel out for this. You're not going to see Ellerson Smith in that lineup getting pass rush till probably about, I say, probably around the Chargers game.
I agree.
They're bringing these rookies in slowly. I think that's Joe Judge's method as well.
Well, I said that in the beginning when we first got him undrafted. I mean, when we first drafted him, what, 5th round?
I think it was
round.
fourth
Fourth
round.
round.
4th round? I
Yeah.
said he probably won't see the field till week 11 or 13, somewhere in between there.
But
So-
it's going to be even longer now because he wasn't playing.
He had
He wasn't
COVID.
available to play.
Yeah, he had COVID.
I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with Darnay Holmes. I feel like Aaron Robinson's gonna slowly keep taking his minutes away.
I think Aaron Robinson is going to fill that Julius Peppers role once he gets more reps. As Joel again, he's not going to get as many reps as you want to see
Julius
until he
Peppers.
puts some stuff on film.
Jabril Peppers.
So right now we got Love filling that role right now.
Man, Big
Yep.
Pat, you're making me sound like a genius. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, my ego is like out to here right now. This is
No, I gotta give people props when they say something
right.
correct.
I'm the same way. I am.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right on that one, Joel. They've been steadily
That's right.
rising some of these guys' snaps as the season goes on with Tony and with Ojulari, and now you see it with Roche, and they'll probably do the same thing with Robinson and Ellison Smith as the season goes on. If these guys start performing in their limited roles, they're going to start
Just-
seeing their roles expanded slowly but surely.
Just like Murtaugh said, lethal weapon, baby. You're not trying to draw a cycle pension. You really are crazy. Damn sticky. I am. I'm crazy. Riggs.
Riggs!
I hope we let Xavier McKinney do his thing, continue to do his thing, show what
Listen,
he
if
has.
he keeps playing like he played last week, He's stealing somebody.
All he
You
has to
about
do is
lose
trust
your
his
job.
instincts. He's
Yeah.
been
You about
close.
to lose your
He's been
job.
close all year until you really started trusting his instincts, and I think he's going to be a hell of a safety for us, man.
What it
Yeah.
was good to see somebody actually catching the interceptions and not dropping them, John. That was damn
Oh,
sure
that
good.
kid got hands.
Oh, you want to? I actually was.
I give Logan Ryan his credit for being the one that's punching the ball out most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was about time somebody started actually making interceptions.
Get
Other than
this, Sue.
Bradbury.
In practice today, they actually had Adoree Jackson playing as a wide receiver when Lewerke was throwing the ball to him. So he was trying to work on his catching the ball because he's had issues with dropping interceptions too. So I actually like that.
his whole
Adoree is gonna be
career.
dangerous.
So then Lewerke was throwing him balls to see if he could work on his catching.
Well,
With
look,
this,
King Kong.
well, Dory needs to work on making sure that his guy ain't open first. And then
Adoree's been playing well the
I
past
think he's
3
been playing
weeks.
well.
the past 3 weeks, yes, but the
I
first
saw
4
today
games of the
he was
season,
he was out with a third string quarterback, and
Yeah,
Judge had
just-
him out
yeah.
there practicing catching passes because he's dropped so goddamn many.
yeah.
Go third string.
What's up,
Yeah,
Tom?
just to work on his hands. They should have Bradbury doing that too because he's had issues with drops as well with
Right.
dropping INTs.
Try, goddamn it, Jackson, get that shit off my lawn, just like Murtaugh. Riggs.
This stream has been brought to you by Lethal Weapon series.
That's right.
I just got 2 weeks left to retirement, Riggs.
And you know what else has got to start improving a little bit better too? That special teams unit too, especially that punter. That punter's got to do a better job.
Special
Give
teams,
us- give our team-
We brought 2 punters in earlier this week.
Yeah, because I've
We
had
did.
enough of Riley Dixon already too.
Like, I don't know what's happened to him, but he's not performing the $3 million contract.
We also gotta use Graham Gano because he's been good, but we just won't use him on deeper field goals. I think we should try with him.
It looks like hopefully
Well, I
Farrell
don't
Cooper
know
will be a
about
decent
that
return
because
man.
then that kind of takes away from what if you get that first down, you know?
No, I'm not. If it's a 4th and 1, I just no. But I'm talking about more I don't know. There's just been a lot of, I feel like, cases this year where it's been maybe 4th and 5, 4th and 6, and I think it
We
is
were in
range
his
for him.
field goal range,
And
yeah.
we decided to do the
Punt.
thing where we stay out on 4th, end up letting the clock run out, take the 5 yards, and punt it. So I don't know.
Do you feel that, Benny, you feel that we're too conservative? That's what you're saying?
With the kicking, I think we could take. I think Grant Windows been really good, so I would at least like to try it, maybe once. And if it doesn't work, then then we won't do it. But I would like to see his range.
Well, see, I think with earlier this season, if you look at it, right, it starts to make sense now. When we were getting on Joe Judge about not taking it, not going for it there, and not kicking the field goal, but rather punting, like you just said, that's because he was expecting the defense to play the way they've been playing as
He's
of
a
late.
field position guy.
So right, so he's playing for the field position. Let the defense stop them short back there, get the ball. Then when they punt, we get the ball in midfield. Now we only got half a field to work with. So he's playing the field position game, expecting the defense to hold. But in the early part of the season, the defense was falling apart. And
that's what I was getting ready to say. I totally get that what you're saying. I get that whole point, but he had no reason to believe the defense was going to be making any stops.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got a pretty much Pro Bowl caliber
when
kicker
you're
and
a coach
on your roster,
and you're trying to get these guys to buy in, you
Right.
have to
You
be
have to do
disciplined
things
enough to
like that.
stick with the program. So when it starts producing results, they can be like, "Oh, it does
Right.
produce results if we stick with the program."
Because
Then
then
they
if
buy
you just
in
say,
more. So you have to lead by example.
if you just keep saying we're gonna go for it because this defense is trash, then they'll never get better.
Yeah.
I actually kind of hope that Graham Gano gets a little bit less playing time because that means our offense is starting to score more touchdowns.
well, I mean, that's always best case scenario.
Yeah, that's what I hope for. I want to
but-
start seeing some more touchdowns by this offense in the next 8 games.
Like how long was that field goal Graham Gano kicked on us a few years ago
63 yards.
when he was on Carolina? Exactly. That's what I'm
63
saying,
yards.
man. That's what I'm talking about. So if there's points out there to get sometimes, you gotta take them damn points too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that it's making sense now when he was doing that earlier, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" Because he was expecting the defense to play the way they're starting to play the last couple weeks. Now he can do that, and you can count on the defense to stop them back there and get the ball back or get a pick six like we just did last week.
No, I agree 100% about that. I actually had a question for all y'all. If you want to, I figured why don't we try this just as like for fun? Who would you guys name as your offensive and defensive MVP for the first 9 games of the season? Who do you think has like been the offensive and defensive MVPs? I got mine, but I'll let you guys go first.
I think my defense is easy. I say my defense is easy. I can't deny Trayvon Diggs what he's done so far. I mean, I just can't.
Well, I mean for the Giants, not for the league.
Oh no, I'm sorry, my fault.
No, it's all good. It's all good, Mac.
Oh,
this is tough, actually.
Mine would be defensive wise.
Azeez Ojulari.
Nope, it would be Leonard Williams.
I was gonna say Leo.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Mine would be Leonard Williams. Defensive, offensive wise, shit, Andrew Thomas.
You got me. Me and you were on the same wavelength, Pat. That's what I got
showed
too.
you just what he meant to this team when he got hurt.
Yeah.
The only other guys I think that could be it.
So none of y'all gonna say hi to Tone after he said hi to everybody. Y'all rude as hell.
No, listen. I mean,
how you doing, Tone?
You did, bro.
What's up?
If you want to go by play and everything, I mean, Gano would be. I'm sorry, but we watching him put the ball at the 1 yard line, and Judge wants those guys to run that out. He's been really good in the kicking game. I mean, as far as field goals and kickoffs and everything, I mean, Gano has been phenomenal. Well worth the money.
He has been.
But
I can maybe say. You say Daniel Jones could be a candidate too?
Nope.
Well,
he's the closest one on offense I could think of. Nobody else.
He might because I mean I saw a huge improvement from week 1 to week 2 with him.
Hey, bro, he carried this game. He carried this team in the Washington game. He carried this team in the damn first game of the season. He carried this game. He's been putting the team on his back multiple times.
The first 3 quarters of the Saints game, he had that team on his back.
Yeah,
I don't care what anyone says.
He's putting the team on his back multiple times this year and showed that he's wanted it. That he was willing to go out there and put his body on the line at times, even unwisely. But I mean, he's showing that he wants to lead this team and be the captain and leader of this.
Look at that first down he got.
Yeah.
He did a spin move. I mean, my God, he's been paying attention to Kadarius Toney. He watch this guy hit you with a spin move and get the first down.
What's going on here, squad?
Riggs.
And on defense,
get that shit off my lawn.
On defense, what about like a sleeper like Logan Ryan?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I love Logan Ryan for the energy he brings. He brings an immense wisdom with his veteranship because he's been in the league forever. But he needs to start tackling, man. He's always going for the ball first and lets the guy go right by him with poor tackling because he's going for the ball.
That's a crazy statement because he has the most tackles of all secondary people in the league.
Yeah, he actually is leading the NFL.
But if you look at them plays where we get gashed, he'll make contact and go for the strip, and the guy will escape and peel off another 7-8 yards.
McKinney's been doing that too. McKinney did that a lot at the beginning of the season where he was hesitating on some tackles and missed a lot.
Doesn't trust his instincts when it comes to tackling.
He'll
be right there, then he'll just stop and look, and then he'll get put. That kid needs to trust his instincts, and he's gonna be a dominant safety in this league.
He was hesitating.
All right, guys, I gotta head out now.
All right, Benny.
Always good to talk to you, Benny.
Thanks for hanging out, bro.
See you, man.
Have a good night, Benny.
All right. Well, let's reverse that question. Who's the least most important on the offense and defense? I can't wait for these.
Nate Solder.
Nate
Solder. Billy Price. Billy Price. Get the hell out of here, bro.
I got four
least
people.
most important is everybody from the left guard on to the right tackle. They're all unimportant.
I've got 4 people.
Oh my God! We can barely come up with one for
Lorenzo
great.
Carter on defense, and then Billy Price and Nate Solder on offense.
What about Danny Shelton?
Yeah.
Is he going to stick on the team then?
You
Dude,
messed
he's not O'Shane. He's O'Shame.
Dude, listen, okay, Solder and damn Robinson, okay, the only reason they sat in the ice bath is because they got a bruise on their ass from getting knocked over all the friggin' time.
Right.
Oh, God.
You guys say Sell. Sell needs to get the hell off this team, bro. I'm
Oh
tired
my
of it.
God! Yeah.
God, he needs to
Big
go.
for no reason,
Every
man.
time
So
Danny
that's-
Shelton gets in there,
So
we
that's
get
how we
gashed
get
against
Nate
the
to
run.
talk. You
Big
say
for no
Danny
reason.
Shelton and Nate talks.
Can't
Danny
understand
Shelton,
it.
Danny Shelton.
Yeah,
Danny
you say
Shelton.
Danny Shelton and Nate talks. Oh, that was good. I'm not
How-
get
how
that
is your-
freaking guy off the team.
How is your show gonna be called Nate Talks and you pop on the stream and you say nothing?
Nate, talk.
That's right.
Nah, man, that dude Danny Shelton, man. Every time he gets in the game, we get gashed in the run game,
Oh, he sucks.
and that's
Yeah,
what's
he
that's
stinks.
the opposite of what's supposed to happen.
Right, and I
They
watched him
hyped him
get
up all summer
pancaked.
talking about how he was going to be a
numerous
plugger
times.
in the middle
I'm like,
of
how
the
you
defense,
getting pancaked?
slowing down the run
300-something
game.
pounds.
He is a joke, man.
He
He's
ain't
a
plugging
joke.
nothing.
Like he's on the
He's a joke.
ground more than anybody
Oh man.
on that defense. Like we get gashed when it comes to that. I'd rather have Reggie Ratcliffe right there.
Might as well. Might as well.
Oh, shame Zimenez. Oh,
And
shame.
I think
he's
I
on
don't
that
think
field.
I don't think we're gonna see O'Shea Jimenez anymore this season. When you're a healthy scratch,
Hey, he needed to be.
that's
Think about it.
when they're about done with you.
Think
Only
about it, young
play-
man.
Only play he makes the entire season. Pretty much cost us that game against Kansas City. Thank you, O'Shea.
I just
The
hope
crazy part
that
is-
he doesn't force Lorenzo Carter back in his rotation as the main guy, and I hope he doesn't keep forcing Danny Shelton in there. Danny Shelton has a place with Joe Judge because they've won a ring together.
Yep.
Well,
So he's still seeing the old Danny Shelton. This Danny Shelton is nowhere near that guy. I don't know who this Danny Shelton is, but he's not playing like the guy that won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. Or maybe the Patriots defense was just that good. They masked it.
How old
Yeah,
is he
no.
now?
It might have
He's
been
like,
that.
what, 28, 29?
Yeah, he's not that old.
No.
The thrill is gone.
He's just
So every
he's a
time
mess.
he gets in there, we get gashed against the run, right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Because
don't know about that.
he's not doing his job. As far
yeah,
as
he's
throwing
on his
the ball
ass
in the
5
hole.
yards deep on the other side of the field.
Getting smacked into the quarterback's legs.
I
Right.
wouldn't mind Lorenzo Carter coming back if he maybe try him at inside linebacker, see what he can do there, or maybe
No,
bring him
I
out
don't
there for
want- I
containing the
I
run.
don't
No.
want him
I'm
nowhere.
I mean,
on
I'm,
the
I'm
field.
over Lorenzo
I
Carter,
don't
man.
want him.
No, but
nowhere.
limiting his snaps. Don't
I
put
would
him out there in
rather-
a base
I would
defense.
rather have Carter Coughlin inside and Lorenzo Carter and O'Shea Jimenez gone.
Is Coughlin
me-
coming off
give me-
IR?
Give me Blake Martinez and Carter Coughlin, or Blake Martinez and Tay Crowder.
I'm
And-
not gonna
and
lie, Lou. I'm worried about Martinez coming back off that ACL.
I don't think he's going to be back with us next year.
I don't
think so.
Because
either.
we save almost $10 million by cutting him.
Would you guys maybe extend him on
Nah.
like some type of deal?
He's already
Now
been
that
in the
cap-
league forever. He's had multiple concussions, multiple injuries. He was good, but
I mean, he
for
wasn't
the
injured
money-
last year with us, though. I mean, he was a healthy year last year.
He
Yeah,
did.
but
He did. But throughout his career, he's banged up, man.
It's a shame. I really liked him too. That sucks.
No, I just appreciate a linebacker that can actually
Yeah.
tackle. That's all.
yeah, I appreciate him too.
I
Don't
love
get
the
me
guy.
wrong. I hope the hell he proves me wrong. I'd love to have him back. I would love to have his skill set back.
Maybe even like
Well,
try to see Cam Brown
mean,
more
hey,
out there too.
I mean, he was starting to get a little bit better in coverage. You know what I
we
mean?
need
Back there, he had to
more,
drop back.
one more threatening, menacing, in the back of the line, in the quarterback's face, stuffing the run, sacking the quarterback ass linebacker. We need one more, like just a straight, a Micah Parsons. You know what I mean? A straight bulldog.
Yeah, we need one more. We need one
Well-
that one player on the team that everybody fears. when
I
it
would
comes-
trade.
when it comes
I
to the
would
front
trade
side.
Lorenzo Carter and O'Shea Jimenez for one serious pass rusher.
Yep.
That might happen. Aiden Hutchinson.
Ain't
That's what I
nobody
was
giving you a
thinking,
good
yeah.
pass for the O'Shea Jimenez and Lorenzo
He's,
Carter.
hey guys, he's not O'Shane anymore. He's O'Shame. Because every
Yeah,
time he gets on that
O'Shane.
field, all we think is shame.
Oh,
just shaming himself on that
Yeah,
field.
if the Bears, if either one of us play that bad to where we get a top 10
So,
pick,
Eddie?
shoot, hopefully, I mean,
How you doing, Eddie?
I don't believe we'll have a top 10 pick after the
Please
second
do
half
so.
of the season. But
Help me
say
out.
if that does happen, if we get 2 top 10 picks, you got to get. I think if Aiden Hutchinson or somebody's there, man, I think you take him.
You think he would fall outside the top 10, or you think he's a lock top 10 pick?
No, Aiden Hutchinson is a lock top 10.
Okay, that's what I figured.
He might be lock top 5.
I think so. That kid is really
Rams, I believe. Right. I feel like if the Bears get a top 10 pick, I feel like we still need to figure out a way to get up in the top 10 and still make that happen. I mean, I feel like with the needs this team has, man, we need to,
if that means if we got a middle of the road pick like a 16, 17, that means your team did pretty good down the stretch, and we almost made the playoffs. And if we do
not only that,
I'm ready.
Linderbaum's going to be there at 15.
No, he's not.
I think he's going to be a top 10 pick. I think he's trending to be
a top 10 pick too. I don't think Linderbaum falls past. Say the least is 11 or 12. Somebody's
there's going to be like 3 quarterbacks. There's going to be 4 edge rushers that are gone off the board. That's 7 picks right there.
I don't see how 3 quarterbacks go in the top 10, man.
Yeah, nobody thought the Browns would trade up for Manziel either, but they did.
I do agree with Joel. Whenever the draft keeps getting closer, somehow these quarterbacks always keep getting overvalued all the time.
Exactly.
Even when we know they're not good.
People are going to reach.
Overvalued.
And the Steelers need a quarterback.
Somebody's going to be so bad, man, that they're going to need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to be hurt or out for the season or whatever.
Man, I just don't see it.
I don't do it,
bro.
I don't either, but we could see it. It's probably going to happen.
It happens every year, man. Happens every year.
And that's good for us.
Now it's easier for you to believe that 3 quarterbacks will go in the top 10 than it is for you to believe that we'll win the next 8 games and go 11-6.
I believe 3 quarterbacks go in the top 10 before we go 8 in a row, bro. You gotta be real, man. You don't want to know 8 in a row, man. You're not.
If we win 8 in a row, Lou, you can be talking smack and be celebrating and doing everything on the stream. If we pull that off,
Lou definitely be the head cheese around here.
We'll be praising you the entire stream that whole time.
Praise me. Hey, listen, don't you ever praise me. You better praise God only. Don't you ever in your life praise no man. You crazy?
I can praise a Giants fan. I'm not worshiping you. I'm praising you. There's a big difference, my guy. I am nowhere near, shape, or form worshiping you.
I don't want no praise.
You're getting praise. You're getting praise.
You're getting that praise, Lou.
I don't want no praises.
Yep.
You say good job. That's it. You be like, you were right. Okay.
If we go 8-0, do we make the playoffs? Heck yeah, 11-6.
Of course.
We're shooing.
We're
shooing.
11 wins?
11 wins in the division.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Not if it's a polar bear.
Is a frog's asshole waterproof?
Sometimes, unless I stuck a spear in his ass. Then it leaks. But then I got frog legs, so I'm a happy camper.
That's gonna be on the dinner menu next time.
Damn, Skippy. If it was legal in New York State, I'd use a blowgun. Are you kidding me?
Blowgun on the wall.
Oh, dead. Okay, we're eating good in the neighborhood tonight.
But look, here's the thing, right? Von Miller just got traded to the Rams, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So why is it so hard to believe that we can trade O'Shane Zimenez and Lorenzo Carter for one serious pass rusher?
Because
neither one of them tracks are up at the end of the year.
One of them. If you can't start with our pass rush, what you gonna play at?
Let's be honest. We can't even trade the 2 of them for a bag of M&Ms.
Von Miller better than both of them together.
M&Ms are good stuff, man. You
Yeah,
can't
I would
be
take
giving
the
away
M&Ms.
good stuff.
I'm not trading
Von Miller
M&Ms.
has more sacks in one season than they both do in 4
their
years
whole
and
career.
3 years.
Maybe
their whole career.
But
Maybe
Von
plain
Miller
M&Ms.
has also been in the league for a long time.
Quincy Roche's done more in a couple of games than those 2 have done in 3 or 4 years.
Facts.
That's saying something.
All right.
Look, man, I told you.
So
Lorenzo
what
Carter,
value are you gonna get for 2 people like that?
All Lorenzo Carter is a practice guy, bro. He's just
A bag of
superstar
Doritos?
in practice.
Man,
Spicy nacho.
Dude, Funyuns. All right. These are worth a bag of Funyuns.
I think Ellison Smith is going to surprise us and turn out to be a beast.
I hope you're right about that.
I really hope
And
you're right, Lou. Yeah.
if that happens, then we'll only need one more, and our defense will be solid. and then we can focus on completely building.
We can
the
have a
offense.
solid trio of pass rushers, man. Yeah, that like just the two starters, another rotational guy that they just keep it going. We can get that like we used to have back in the day. We know what can happen. We know where this team can go. That's right there. It starts up front, man, in the trenches, man, all the time.
You got Williams
That's how we got to get this team back together, inside out, man. We got to stop messing around, trying to go for all these little fancy, little nice, little shiny toys. We got to get back down and dirty. Like that's how we got to do it.
1,000%. And you got Dex and Leo that can create the havoc on the defensive line too. So it's only going to help. Only going to help those outside linebackers.
And that other dude, Bronerick, whatever the hell.
Oh, Bernardrick
McKinney.
Yeah, Bernardrick McKinney. Bernardrick McKinney.
Bernardrick. I feel like I'm on that Key and Peele skit when they was drafting the football players. Bernard.
Yeah, I think he could be pretty good.
You solid
going forward. He's pretty solid. Tate Crowder is learning more and more. I think he can actually develop to be a pretty good linebacker if he trusts his instincts again and stop all that thinking.
He's got to get better in
attacking.
coverage, man.
He just needs to start attacking those gaps like he was when last season when Martinez was the starter. Just do the same thing he was doing. Attack the gap. Trust that your people are going to be there in their gap and attack your gap.
Taj is backstage, Lou.
No.
Agreed. What's up, Taj?
Sorry, Taj. I just saw that.
That's all right.
My bad, bro.
Yo, we back on the bullshit, Lou.
Yeah,
I never was off it, bro. 11-6.
We was off 11-6.
He's been on that bullshit since the off season.
Look, I picked 10-7 in the off
I was
season.
more confident in the offseason. The offseason, I was screaming.
That can still happen. That can still happen.
If we go 11-6, okay, my 12-5 is not going to sound that goddamn far off at the beginning of the year. I was only off by one game. If we win the next, so Lou, trust me, I'm cheering for you. I'm damn well cheering for you, my guy.
That's gonna sound like Nostradamus.
I know.
I truly believe we go 8-9 or 9-8.
Yeah.
That's where I think we're going.
Yeah.
As long as we
I
beat the damn Eagles twice.
If you're right, you'll sound like
we gotta beat the Eagles twice, man.
We better
think
beat
at
the
best,
Eagles.
yes.
We got to.
I can't. We
I
cannot
don't know,
lose to
man.
them.
I don't see us losing no more, bro. I think we got all our bumps and bruises out the way.
Got to stop
We
that
got
Eagles
the bye
running
week.
game.
We got the
Nah,
bye
yeah.
week to heal and get our players back healthy and regroup and game plan specifically for Tampa Bay. If we come out of the bye week and stomp a mud hole in Tom Brady's ass, it's over, bro. That's gonna be the momentum that we need to be like, yo, we just beat this damn Super Bowl champs. Why can't we beat the next? And that's it. I'm telling you.
We gotta grow some.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
gotta grow them. We gotta grow them weeds in that Sirianni garden.
Yo,
With
because
the
at first I
Eagles,
really thought.
Joel is right. With the Eagles, you got to stop their run game, but the main part is stop Jalen Hurts from running.
You got to
Yeah,
stay
hurts.
disciplined. That's
If
where you got to.
Yeah, you got to be real
disciplined.
disciplined.
That's what you got to do right here. That's what you got to do right
Yeah, but
here.
You got to keep that containment. You got to keep him contained. You got to keep him in that pocket where he's least dangerous at.
Yeah, but I think Ojolari Crochet can catch his ass.
Just
Yeah,
like
you
Mike
can't-
Trey
can't-
said,
can't
believe
gamble.
it and it will
Jalen
happen.
Hurts is
Can't
different
gamble.
when he get out that pocket, bro.
Can't gamble.
Hurts is very
Thanks.
athletic.
You got to keep him contained, man.
Just saying,
Jalen
I
Hurts
think
is different when he get out that pocket, Joe.
Because I'm telling you
now.
that season when we played our last game and we played against the Patriots and we played 35-38, but we went to the wire with their ass. They went back to the locker room and looked at each other like, yo, we just went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl champs. You know what I'm saying? That let them know, like, we can bang with them. And if we play them again, we can beat them. So if we come out here and we stomp a mud hole in Tampa Bay's ass, like I'm saying we're going to, I don't see anybody else on the schedule beating us. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because
Yo,
these are
Hurts
young
is
men with
schedule.
bravado,
Look, we got 3
testosterone.
teams left. I was talking about it earlier. We got 3 teams left with a winning record on our schedule right now: the Bucks, the Chargers, and the Cowboys.
Chargers and Cowboys.
So I mean, that's realistic. You know what I mean? It is
And
realistic.
the Cowboys just got exposed.
It is,
Trayvon
Yeah,
Diggs
that's one
getting
game. You got to
exposed.
see what they do this next game to see what's
Yeah.
going on. That's one game.
That's what I want. That's
Everybody
what I'm
has a
talking
bad game every once in a while, so we got to see.
yeah.
You got to see what's going on with the.
I personally feel like they're gonna thump a
Let's see,
mud
they
in Atlanta's
play.
ass
They play.
this
They
week.
play against Atlanta, so
Yeah, I
gonna
feel
They
like
lose against Atlanta, then something's wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying. I can't imagine
They'll
that
start
happening.
springing them legs.
I think it's going to be bad business for Atlanta,
Hey,
unfortunately.
it could
in
be
that
worse.
game.
We could be
Atlanta-
Bills fans and lost to Urban Meyer 69. You know.
I don't know how they lost. to the
Well, I know that
Jaguars.
was a bad joke. Lou's trying like hell not to laugh at that, but I had to throw it. He's gonna kick me up.
You had to go there, didn't you?
I'm not kicking you.
You had to go there.
Yeah, I don't know how they lost to the Jaguars. How
Cowboys
you want to
got
put up 6
exposed.
points against the Jaguars?
Oh my
Yo,
god.
they
Bro, that-
scored my
Yeah, he's a
that game.
Bills
That
fan.
game. Bro, that game. Still
He said how they lost to the Jaguars.
Yo, the
That game,
Bills
I don't
cost
know.
people so much money last week. It didn't make no sense, man. They cost people all kinds of cash, yo.
You already know.
I'm still trying to think how they lost to the Jaguars.
I'm trying to think how they can only score 6 points.
Right.
Just 2 field
That's
goals.
the worst part about it.
Bro, that game still fucked me up, bro. How?
Yeah,
bro,
Josh Allen have that bad of a
score,
game?
Yeah, Josh Allen had a bad game, man.
But he turned it
Josh
around
Allen-
a couple
yeah.
times.
Josh Allen's having bad games back to back.
Everybody
Back to
getting
back.
smoke is a fact. 8
He
in a
turned
row,
over 3
11
times.
and
He really
6.
turned over 4 times. The referees gift wrapped the last one for him, gave the ball back to him on the last one. But Josh Allen had a horrible game.
Hey, Josh Allen sacking Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
And
exactly
the
how it
Titans
was
whipping
going
up
down.
on the Rams that Monday night too. Last Sunday night. That was
the
that was a
Titans have beat
surprise.
some pretty good teams this year.
They
too.
tough, but I didn't see that one
I
coming
tell
either,
you.
especially with going into
Titans
that
They
with
lost to
Derrick
the
Henry.
Jets.
Man,
Titans
congratulations.
are the best
Julio
team in the
Jones.
AFC.
Congratulations to Adrian Peterson on another touchdown. though. That was great to
Yeah,
see.
that was
Yeah.
pretty cool to
Yeah.
see, man.
They
For the
still 5 and
Titans,
3,
that
that's a
was-
fact.
Well, okay, you know what? We're going to talk about the Bills in that division. Do you think the Patriots, if they got OBJ, that they could beat the Bills out and take the division win back?
They got a chance. They got a chance.
If,
I'm telling you,
if
those guys
OBJ
are
is
sneaky,
over
man.
there,
Yeah, if OBJ
Mac
gets over there.
Jones,
Oh
You
yeah,
got a shot.
OBJ to the Patriots. Hey,
You think that's
the Bills are 5 and 3. The Patriots are 5 and 4. They're
Well,
right
no,
five
there.
that-
and 4.
that
yeah,
Belichick
they right there.
defense
They
is
right
top
on
5
their
again.
ass.
That
They are
Belichick
right
defense
there.
is
the
top
Bills
5.
beat New England once already, right?
Stopping the run.
Did the Bills beat New England this season?
No, they never
I think
played
they
each
did.
other yet.
I don't think they played yet.
They never played each other yet.
But I mean,
Assuming
y'all
they
still
play
got,
each other
y'all
within the
still
next
got to
couple of
play them
weeks.
twice.
Man,
Right.
Y'all-
They got to
I
play
got-
the Patriots twice.
I got
They
killed
got
for
played
saying
New
Mac
England
Jones
twice.
was going
They
to be the
haven't even
best quarterback out of this draft. You guys watch.
You looking smart
Sure
on that
enough.
one. You
Sure
played pretty
enough,
well.
man.
He's in a great situation.
He's-
making the
Man,
most of
he
it.
is Tom Brady 2.0. Okay, he's a game manager. When Belichick needs him to throw, he's accurate with it. You know, he's not really. He has picks. Okay, all quarterbacks have turnovers, but for a rookie, I mean, come on, he's playing just like he did at Alabama with less weapons.
And they got some winnable games coming up. They got the Browns coming up. They got the Falcons coming up. Then they got the Titans. And then they play the Bills, Colts, Bills.
Colts.
Bills, Colts,
Man.
Bills.
And then they
And
got
then
the
the
Jaguars
Dolphins.
and Dolphins. So they
And
last
then the-
opponents are
the
the Dolphins,
Dolphins.
Jaguars, Colts,
They got a
Bills,
sweet
Titans,
ass schedule.
Browns, Falcons,
They
Titans.
schedule
Man,
sweet.
they got a chance. Those people might go about 10-6.
Who,
Be
New
10 and
England?
7.
They schedule sweet at the
So
end.
don't count old Bill out, man. Bill might get back in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
I can't
And
even
look,
tell who's the
they
best
lost
team
to
in
the
that
they
AFC.
lost to the Buccaneers by 2.
Yep.
They lost to the Cowboys in overtime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They-
one thing Belichick is known for. He knows how to take
Yeah,
away
the
your main
the
weapons
Patriots.
and
Yep.
make you beat them with other guys.
That's the film we should be watching, that Patriots film. Because what they did against Tom Brady and them that night, man, was genius. I don't know, man. They had Brady confused.
Yep.
That
I
whole
knew
night.
that. I knew that Tom Brady was gonna like something
Lamar
happened.
Jackson.
That something was gonna happen.
Lamar
to
Jackson
Tom
is a
Brady that
problem, bro.
And they would have
I think-
beaten the Cowboys
I
if
think the
Nelson
Ravens
Aguilar
take it.
caught that ball deep. They
You
would
know
have probably
what?
beaten them on that
Lamar
play.
Jackson is a problem, but man, he's got to start doing some playoff winning.
That's
He's
true.
That's
he's
true.
got to
I
win
mean,
some
Gotta win the
playoff,
big
the
ones.
big
Y'all
moment,
kill me with
big.
that.
Y'all kill me with that. Since the man came in the league, y'all say he can't do this. He went ahead and did that. Then they said, well, he can't throw for 3,000 yards.
That
He
man,
did that. Then they
hey,
said,
that man
well,
Lamar
he
Jackson
can't
got
win
the
the
most
playoff
game-winning
game. He did
drives.
that.
Who? I never
He
said
got the
that.
mo-
He
I
just
said
won a
that
Lamar
playoff
Jackson got
game.
the most game-winning drives
the only thing I
out of
said
all
about Lamar
QBs
Jackson is his
in
deep
the
ball
season.
accuracy, and you know what? It looks like he's still working
No,
on it.
you
He's
just
getting
said he's
better
got
with
to
it. But if
win
you
more
look at
playoff
previous,
games.
But
and I just
Hey, he
said he's
just
got to win
won
a
one
playoff
last
game.
year
He
versus
did win the
Tennessee.
playoff game.
He won one.
Okay, he's only been in the league 3 years.
I'm
3
just saying
years,
but
4
they've been to
years.
the playoffs each year, haven't they? He's only won one.
I'll commend the guy with what he's doing right now because he's
I will
playing without
too.
most of his
How
running
He's a good
many
backs. His
quarterback.
left tackle's
how
out,
many
and his wide
rookie
receivers have been
quarterbacks?
revolving in and out of the
How
lineup
many
too.
rookie
He's
quarterbacks
playing
come
well.
into a team and take them to the playoffs
Not a lot.
3-4 years in a row?
Not a
Big
lot.
Ben did it. Who else did it? Peyton did it after his first year. He did it. Tom Brady won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, what's his name
Um,
for the Colts there after Peyton Manning left?
Now
Andrew
look
Luck.
at the
Yeah,
people that
Andrew
you
Luck
just
did it.
named.
Andrew
Now
Luck.
look at
Eli
the
didn't
people.
do it, right?
No, look at
No.
the
No,
people that
Eli
you
didn't
just
do it. What am I
named.
talking
Eli
No,
made the
Eli
playoffs,
missed
I
the
think, his
playoffs.
third year.
His second
He
and
made the
third
playoffs
year.
a
2006
year
and
before.
Eli made about the
2007.
second, I believe. No, it's third year. Yeah.
6 and
Yeah,
2007.
that game really got shut out by the Panthers.
Yeah.
I mean, quarterbacks
Still
are
do it.
not.
Steve Smith.
But my point is, look at the people you just named that made it to the playoffs 3 years in a row, coming out of college as a quarterback. So the names that you just named, he's in that category with them already. Now he's just got to fulfill the rest of his season, and he'll end in that category.
All people are saying is he's got to win some more meaningful playoff
Yo,
games.
what's
That's-
up,
Yeah,
Rick?
I'm not saying he's
not
bad,
What up,
Lou. I'm
Rick?
just saying
What up?
He has to do that if he wants to be
Shining in-
considered a great quarterback. He's going to have to get at least one ring.
I'm very protective of my black quarterbacks. Don't give me no shit.
That's
I
something
mean,
he has to do.
look, we all give Marino saying he's great, but he's not. You know, he didn't have that ring. He only went to one Super Bowl.
And that was his rookie season.
Right. Yeah.
Rookie season.
So, I mean, look, we're not putting the guy down at all. Just trying to highlight, you know.
People got to know there's a difference between giving a fair evaluation and putting somebody down. That's not
You gotta
putting Lamar
take that.
Jackson
You gotta
down.
take the next
Right,
step.
I'm not-
You gotta take
You
that
look,
next
at, you
step.
look
Okay.
at you look at his
Okay.
playoff numbers, you'll see why. His playoff numbers are not that great, to be honest.
I
Right.
mean, I don't think nobody's disputing how great a football player he is, how talented he is. Just you gotta take that next step, bro. You
I mean, look at Jim Kelly. He
Maybe
lost
this
4
is that
Super
year he
Bowls
does
in a
it.
row. People think he's a great quarterback, but you know what? Lost 4 in a row. He couldn't shine in the moment, and that's unfortunately that's the thing. Couldn't shine in the moment.
I mean, this
All
AFC is wide open. There's no real dominant team in that AFC. So
Well,
maybe
hey,
this is the
you
year
know
Lamar
what?
Jackson does it. Maybe this is the year he takes that
You
team
know
to the
Right.
Super Bowl.
Jim Kelly's in the Hall of Fame, and he could
He
never
is.
do it in the big moment neither. So,
Nope.
Yeah.
hey,
I'm not
Well,
saying
they
he's
was
not a Hall of
getting
Fame
up-
quarterback.
They was getting the
I
Super
think
Bowl.
that-
They was getting the
as
Super
long as
Bowl.
he keeps
down.
playing like this, Lamar Jackson will make it into the Hall of
So,
Fame whether he wins a Super Bowl or
mean,
not.
right.
He's
yeah,
already got an
absolutely.
NFL
I would agree with that,
MVP.
Pat.
He already has an NFL MVP. He's already the youngest player to do some of
Yeah,
the
he's in the
things.
Hall of Fame.
You just got to keep playing at this level.
He
And
said,
even
well,
if you
Scott
don't win one,
Norwood
he'll be in the
lost
Hall of
Kelly a
Fame.
ring.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
He did, and
He
appreciate
damn
that,
sure
Scott
did.
Norwood. Appreciate
Why,
that. Thanks
right?
again.
Thank you,
Wherever
Scott
you
Norwood.
at,
We
bro.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
That was right,
thanks,
right
Scott
on
Norwood.
time, bro.
Shout out to Scott Norwood one time.
Absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
Kelly
You
did
the
get
MVP,
sacked to
bro.
play before, so
Who do you guys think is the best team in the AFC East right now? Because I think it's wide open.
Titans.
Well,
The
You said AFC East?
I mean, the AFC, my bad. The AFC in general.
The
I think it's
AFC.
wide open.
Titans
Oh,
right
the
now.
Titans. The Titans.
They're the most
I mean,
impressive
Tennessee.
resume out of everybody.
The
Bro,
Tennessee
Patriots.
is proving it, man.
what they did the other
I got
night
the
without
Titans.
Derrick Henry,
I got the
Yeah.
Patriots.
with Adrian Peterson coming off the couch and getting a rushing touchdown, that shit was crazy.
Tennessee is
The Titans are
definitely
going to get
proving it.
exposed. They have no corners.
That defense
But I
is something
think
serious.
the Bills are still a contender.
I think the Ravens are up there too.
Hey,
That team
Joseph.
looks damn
Yeah,
impressive right
Ravens
now.
are up there too. But I just think the Titans are playing the best football right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Titans.
That's crazy after
You
using
know,
Henry too.
it is because we said at the beginning of the year they had no corners. Their secondary was hot
Everyone
trash.
thought
You know,
they
It is
defense
hot
was
trash.
garbage.
It's not.
dude, I'll tell you what, you don't win football games, my guy, if it's hot trash. I mean,
is.
somebody's
They're
doing
gonna
something
get
on that
exposed.
team.
Man,
They
he looks
went.
like
They
a
went on the
beast right
road.
now.
They went on the road.
Kevin
LA.
Byard, that safety they got, Kevin Byard, he good.
Jeffrey Simmons had like
That's
what 2 or
probably
3
Jeffrey-
sacks that
that's one of
game.
the best safeties in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Simmons had like 2 or 3
You'll
sacks
see.
that game. He's
Come
played
playoff
well.
time, they're gonna get exposed.
Hey, well,
That
until they get
might
exposed.
right now, my guy. I'm sorry. They're beating teams nobody's
I mean, they
expecting
were
them
this
to.
close to losing against the Bills. The Bills, if they convert, they're losing that game.
Well,
Yeah, but they
Bills
took a
are gonna
Rams
mess that
team
up.
who was on a hot streak and whooped
you
their
know,
tail without
well, the
Derrick Henry.
Tennessee Titans would have a Super Bowl if the Rams hadn't tackled them at the 1 foot yard, 1 foot line. You know, that's
I get what you're saying, but
you know.
see,
I know. Look, Rick, we all thought the same thing going
I
in,
don't
but
trust Ryan Tannehill in the playoffs. That's all I'm
I
saying.
don't either. But you know what? Right now, it's not about. It's just who's playing the best ball right now. Because
Their
look at
record is better
our
than
Giants
the team.
teams with the last 2 Super Bowls. Nobody picked us. Nobody. Even in the championship game against Dallas, it was like Dallas, 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 and then at the end of the game,
Hey, Jerry Jones.
that's
you know
my
what I mean?
quarterback.
He was selling out tickets.
That's my quarterback.
Yeah, imagine if
Yeah,
that team makes a run
that
in
whole
the AFC.
season, everybody picked the Buccaneers, everybody picked Dallas, and everybody picked the Packers, and we beat them.
Packers.
And they also picked New England.
Yeah,
Imagine if
everybody
that
picked
Titans
New England.
team. Imagine if that Titans team makes a run and then they somehow get Derrick Henry back for like an AFC Championship game.
Oh
Maybe
my
they get
goodness.
the
That will
Super
be.
Bowl.
That
You
will
imagine
be-
that?
And they use Derrick Henry and Adrian Peterson
Oh
as
my
a 1-2
God,
punch.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Oh,
And you
Oh,
see
Lord.
Julio Jones and AJ Brown start taking over on the
Man,
Brown's
outside.
gotta
they're
start
doing
making
this,
some
and
catches,
Julio
though.
Jones is playing trash this year.
I'm waiting
He's
for
Brown
just
is
those
old
dropping
and he-
balls
Yeah.
left and right.
I'm waiting
Right.
for AJ Brown and Julio Jones to have those games where they
I
just
do
start
remember
taking
that,
over.
Durant. I do remember him laughing at our.
We're only going to
Four
score
goals.
17
prediction.
points?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you said 14 because remember
14.
he says. No,
Do
no.
you
What did he say?
guys-
We
No, he
gonna
says-
beat them?
He said
said
21-17.
21-17.
He said we're
21-17.
going to beat them 21-17. And he said, oh, we're only going to score 17 points?
No,
Okay.
you only gonna get 14, bro. That's it.
Do,
That's all y'all got.
do
14.
you guys
remember
think?
Giants
Right.
fans.
Get out
Do
of
you
here.
guys think that the Patriots will make the playoffs this year?
I think they will.
Yes, yes, I do.
I honestly think they're gonna get in there.
I do. You know what? I'm not going to do.
And I think
Yeah,
they're
there's a
gonna
good
send Bill
chance.
Belichick to the Patriots. I think Bill
Trying to
Belichick is
think.
gonna coach some
Still
more
not all
years
the way
because of
convinced,
it.
man. I'm still
Who
not
are
all the
those
way
teams in the
convinced.
AFC that have the leading guys to make the playoffs? You figure the Ravens, the Bills, the Titans, maybe the Colts,
Can't count Cleveland out.
the
Can't count Cleveland
Bengals.
out
The
yet.
No.
Bengals can maybe sneak in there unless they.
I
Start
think the
to slide.
Bengals got exposed.
But
Nah,
you know
Bengals,
what?
nah.
It's always like this at the midpoint of the
Nah.
season where we all think we've got it figured out on who's going to the playoffs.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
week 15 and 16, it's a whole different group
Yeah.
of teams.
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Well,
happened? And
Also
that's what's
stays
gonna
the
happen.
healthiest
with
too.
That's
Do you know how
Also
many
stays the
teams?
healthiest.
Do you know how many teams are 5 and 4 are better
Yeah.
in the AFC? Is 1, 2,
All
3,
right,
4,
that's a
5,
good
The
6,
question.
Patriots, the
8.
Bengals, the
That's a
Nine,
Browns,
balanced.
ten,
It's a balanced conference.
Here's
That's
a
a
It's a
hard
real
question.
dominant team.
That's a great.
Chiefs.
Here's a tough
The
one.
Raiders,
Who's
6,
winning the
7,
AFC
8, 9.
West?
Wait, what's the
There's a lot of
question,
teams
Joel?
like
It's
that.
11 teams that have 5
Well,
wins or more in the AFC. Man, that AFC
I was
is
just
gonna be
thinking-
a dogfight.
Every year we see a team that goes from worst into the playoffs. What team 500 or below do you think is going to get into the playoffs? Because we see that every year. There's always one team that goes on a 5, 6, 7 game winning streak
I agree.
I'll
and
say
sneaks
this.
into the playoffs. Who do you
I'll-
guys think that could be?
I'll say
I
this.
hope it's
The
the New York Giants.
Colts are running the ball amazing, and I think that they just got off to a slow start, and they play in a really bad division. So I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
I see
And
the
their
Colts.
defense
I see
is
the Colts
good.
get- But the
Their defense
Chiefs,
is real
the
good.
Chiefs are probably gonna go on a run like the
Man.
Chiefs.
Seahawks sneak in.
The Chiefs gonna sneak in. They-
Yeah, Russell Wilson's back this week, isn't he?
Seahawks are gonna
Yeah.
sneak
Yeah.
in.
Check them out their schedule.
I mean, the
yeah.
Chiefs is
I don't trust
They
the
play
Chiefs.
the they play the Packers, They might beat the Packers.
The Cowboys.
Then they play the Cardinals. Then they play
the Seahawks?
the Washington football team.
Oh.
Then they play the 49ers, Texans, Bears, Lions, and they play the Rams and the Cardinals one more time. I say the Cardinals get them once. I say they beat I say the Rams beat them. But they could damn well win the Texans, the Bears, the Lions, the 49ers, and Washington football team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, they might get in there, man. They might be 10-6. They might be 10-7. They might be 10-7 or 9-8.
I think it's too much Arizona and too much Rams in that division right now, man.
Maybe the Vikings.
Did you hear the teams that said they're gonna play?
I heard what you said, Pat. I heard you, brother. I heard you.
They are 3-5 right now. I believe they're gonna beat the Packers. They might beat the Cardinals once.
I just believe these Geno weeks have set them back too far.
What you mean? Those Geno weeks, they only lost by 3 points.
They in the division with the Rams and the Cardinals right now.
It don't matter. There's 7 playoff spots.
I mean,
if they go 9-8, I believe they get in.
We're taking one of them.
Geno Smith.
I mean, I just
that defense is.
You don't believe they could beat the Washington football team?
They're gonna beat Washington. They gonna beat Houston. They gonna beat the
49ers.
The Bears.
I think those are 5 wins right there. That's 8.
I think Washington's
got to beat the
off.
Cardinals once.
This is my prediction right here. Our first playoff game is going to be against Seattle.
So you think Seattle's going to make the playoff?
That means we got to win a division.
Yeah.
No.
That means
they'd have to play the first seed if they're the wild card, right?
Yeah,
it's only one team.
They'd have to play the second seed.
Second seed, the first seed gets to bye.
Yeah.
So
Seattle's getting the number 2 seed.
I think we have a better shot at making the playoffs than the Seahawks.
We would have to play one of the division winners.
Yeah, if our defense shows up, yeah, we do. But
what's the Vikings schedule?
The worst in the league.
I'm trying to tell you, Andrew Thomas
Vikings schedule is hard.
Vikings
schedule is hard.
Because the Vikings will be one of those teams.
The Vikings got to play the Chargers next week.
They
then they play the
schedule
Packers.
hard. It's
Then
hard.
they play the 49ers. Then they play the Lions. Then they play the Steelers. Then they play the Bears. Then
That's
they
a
play
hard
the
ass
Rams.
schedule.
Then they play the. That's not a hard schedule.
It's
They
like
get the
on and
Bears-
off. There's hard
They get
games,
the Bears-
bad
they
game,
get the-
hard game. It's like on and off.
Look, they get the Bears twice. That's 2 very winnable games. They get the 49ers. That's definitely a winnable
They can
game.
beat the
They
Chargers
get the Lions. That's a winnable game. They get Pittsburgh. That's a winnable game.
and the Chargers too.
The Chargers. That's a winnable game because they almost got beat by the Eagles.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that, man? What's up with the Eagles
So-
almost beating them, man?
I mean, man,
Yeah,
these
it's any given
schedules are not
Sunday.
looking too hard.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool, man. I don't like that.
Then you got to look at the Saints. That's a team we're going to be competing for a last game. Look, they got the Eagles. They got the Titans next. That might, I don't know. Who knows with the Saints? That should be a loss.
Who's the quarterback?
Trevor
Same
Simeon.
dude.
Yeah, that's
Simeon. So that might be a loss. Then they got the Eagles. Who knows? They might lose to the Eagles. Who knows? Then they got the
Saints,
Bills. They might lose to the
Is
Bills.
Dak Prescott's shoulder still messed up?
Then they got the
That's
Saints.
Cap.
They might lose to the. I mean, then they got the Cowboys. They might lose to the Cowboys. Then they got the Jets.
Yeah, they'll lose.
Do you think the Buccaneers gonna lose to them twice? Nope.
What you say, Reek?
No.
Then they got the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Falcons. They could easily win 4 of these last games. So they could be 9-8.
I think
You
that's
said
more
his
realistic than the
Cap.
Seattle too, man. I think the Saints is, I mean, even though the
Then
quarterback
you got the Falcons. If you want to go by playoff, they got the Cowboys next. Who do you want to win that game? The Falcons or the Cowboys?
The Falcons.
I think you should want the Cowboys to win that game.
Cowboys.
If you're fighting for a wild card,
No.
the
I don't
Cowboys
know.
are 3.5.
We're not
games.
winning the division. We're not winning the division.
Right.
We buried ourselves too deep for the division. Cowboys will have to go on a
Close this
You
down.
historic.
might want
Cowboys.
the Cowboys. You might want the Cowboys to win this game. Then they got the Patriots. That's a
You really
losable game for them. Then they got the Jaguars. That's winnable. Then they got the Bucks. They're gonna lose to the Bucks. They got the Panthers. That's a toss-up because it's basically the same team playing each other.
The
The
Niners.
49ers, they could beat them. The Lions, they could beat them. I think they lose to the Bills. I think they lose to the Saints. I think the Falcons go 7-10 or 8-9. To be honest with you.
It's
And
the
then you
Saints,
got the
because I thought
Panthers.
that team was gonna be trash.
And then the Panthers, they got the Cardinals. That's a
The
loss.
craziest thing
Then
The
they got the
craziest thing is the
Washington football
Falcons.
team.
I think
Falcons
then
ain't
the
Then they
never
got
won a
Giants come
game
out
at
of the
home
bye,
yet.
win the next 8 games, and go 11
Hey
and
man,
6.
That's
listen.
what's up.
Look, they
Falcons
got
ain't never won a
then they
game
got the
at
Washington football team. I don't know. That's a toss up. Ron
You know,
Rivera back home. Who knows?
goddamn Giants could be the team that goes on a 6-7 game winning streak right here and freaking
That's what
goes
I just
up. You know,
said.
I'm looking at all
That's
these
what I just
teams and
said.
everything.
I'm looking at our schedule. Our remaining schedule is very winnable. Like I said,
Yes.
because
We
even
got
our
the
few
Bucks. We got the Bucks, Eagles, Dolphins. The next 3 games. If
We can
beat
win
the Bucks,
2 of those 3.
man, I wish y'all would let me finish. If we beat the Bucks, looks like we could be 6-6 because I think we beat the Bucks. We're gonna be on such a high that we'll beat the Eagles and Dolphins. Then that Chargers game is really gonna determine who we are. I think we beat the Chargers, and we go 7-6. That Cowboys game, I don't know.
Hold up, right
They're
there.
playing-
Pause for a second. You said 7-6. That'd be the first time we've been above 500
Right.
in
2016.
20 years.
Let's say the Cowboys come to Giant Stadium and lay an egg. Then we'll be 8-6. If we get to 8-6, then Lou, I'll be like, you know what, you damn right, because there's no way we're gonna lose to the Eagles, no way we lose to the Bears, and we definitely gonna kick Washington's ass at the end of the year.
Oh my God, they're getting an ass whipping.
No,
Yeah.
we're going
Yeah,
to be
It just depends on what this Bucks game is. If we go there and beat the Bucks handily, yeah, I might say we might go 11-6. Only game I'll say we'll slip up is either a Cowboys game or one of them Eagles games. Because the Eagles always find a way to get us, but I think we're due to beat the Eagles twice.
Yeah,
Who do
absolutely.
the Bucks play this week?
Washington,
Bucks
I
play
think.
Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a slaughter.
I'm not worried about the Bucks. It's between them, the Packers, and the Cardinals, and the Rams gonna get the #1 seed.
And let's
So
not
we'll be your
forget.
top 4
Okay,
seed.
the Bucks
let's
are
look
gonna
and see
beat
what
the
the
hell out of
injury-
Washington, come to New York feeling all cocky, and we gonna whoop.
Well, it's in
Dang.
Tampa Bay.
No, I mean we're gonna go to New York. They're gonna feel all cocky because they're at home after they just beat Washington.
Oh, true, yeah.
And we're gonna whoop
Yeah.
that ass in the nice, warm Florida weather.
Daniel Jones is gonna have the game of his career.
Hey, let's
Well,
wait and see
man.
what the injury report looks
He's
like for
coming
that
back-
game
he's
because I
coming
mean,
back
you
to
know,
the-
Go ahead and
stuff
click that
happens.
subscribe button.
He's
gonna be
coming back to the
predicated
place
on a
where
lot of
he
things,
where he first started.
I don't
Gotta-
care if we win 11 games and Dave comes back. You know what?
Dave's gonna be back. Nah, he's gonna retire. He's getting too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
Man,
probably
Dave Gettleman coming back for one more run. If we go 11-6 and make it to the playoffs,
David's
Yeah,
going nowhere.
one
It
more,
would be-
baby.
damn high, he's coming
One
back
more.
for
It
one
would be
more
in
year.
spite of him, though.
Yeah.
It would be in spite of what he did.
Why? Why would it be in spite of him? It's
didn't
with the
build
players that he
offensive
brought
line.
here.
He didn't build the offensive
Oh, he
line
brought in so
properly.
much
Man, I'm
draft
so
capital.
tired of
Listen,
hearing
you
that
got
shit,
you gotta
man.
account for
He brought in
injuries
so
too, though,
much
Reed.
draft
Yeah.
capital.
Right.
You gotta
There's no,
account for
we all
injuries.
have been
Listen,
complaining about there's no depth.
You think we'll care if we go 11-6?
If we win
Right.
11-6, that means that offensive line turned out to be pretty damn good. Because there's
Damn
no way
right.
we're going 11-6 if that offensive line is playing the same way. So something had to happen. Those players had to get it together somehow. You mean to tell me you still
I
gonna be
don't
like
think you
fire
look-
Dave Gettleman because you didn't fix the offensive line even though we 11-6?
I would-
Stupid shit.
I would rather look at the past 4 years than just 1 year.
Okay,
Yeah, a
well,
lot of misses.
that's you.
NY Chris, if we win 11 games, okay, even with all the injuries that we've had at offensive line, then you have to give him some credit.
Right. That
Just
doesn't
like
make any
we've given
sense.
him, just like we've given him shit for all the mistakes. You have to give him credit for all the hits.
Yeah,
You
I
can't-
agree.
If we're gonna be unbiased,
And he's had a
and
lot.
we're gonna
He's
be
had a
real,
lot of hits since he's been here.
He's had a lot of hits. He hit on Blake Martinez. He hit on Daniel Jones. He hit on Saquon Barkley. He hit sometimes on Evan Ingram.
Xavier
Oh.
McKinney.
He didn't draft. He
McKinney.
didn't draft.
The Bradbury,
There
bringing
is
Bradbury over was great. Leonard Williams was great.
Dexter
Ojulari.
Lawrence,
Aziz
Ojulari,
Ojulari.
Roche.
Roche,
He
yeah.
got Roche out the garbage bin.
You know what?
Yeah,
Darius Slayton
we
has a
got
5th round
Roche.
pick.
We got Roche for free, basically.
We stole him from Pittsburgh's practice squad.
Yeah,
Austin Johnson. He has
Cam
been
Brown.
3.5, 4 6. Cam
Carter
Brown.
Coughlin.
Special
Tay
teams
Crowder.
ace.
Tay Crowder. It's another guy.
Right. He hit on Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas.
Before Andrew Thomas' injury, he was rated one of the top left tackles in the of the season.
He found
Nick
Nick Gates
Gates.
too, right? Yeah, he got
Everybody,
Nick Gates.
everybody
Nick
loves Nick
Gates.
Gates.
Nick Gates,
I
an
love Nick
undrafted
Gates.
Brought him
beast.
in.
Yeah, undrafted guy.
So
He's hit a lot of guys that we didn't even
You
think
go
about.
11-6, and people still saying fire Dave Gettleman. Y'all need to fire yourselves. Ain't no damn
No.
way.
No,
You gonna
Fire
fire a
yourself, the
GM
fan
after
base.
going 11-6 and winning 8
praise
in a
that
row.
man.
There you go. See,
And you know what? You praise Joe Judge too for the job that he did. If we go 11-6
Like
somehow,
that's crazy. How would you like it somebody if you was on your job and you was top salesman
hold
of
up,
the year
Listen,
and they
look,
say fire
look,
you?
Look. He said if we win 11 games, he's not calling for his job. I agree. If he win
Right.
11 games, I'm not calling for his job. But I agree with him here too. Just Jason Garrett. Honestly, fuck him. I hate him. I agree with you there too. Hey, listen.
If we go 11-6, that means Jason Garrett did his job too.
Go ahead and click the
something.
subscribe button.
I had to do something.
Unless this
and watch
defense
my
was shutting
videos
everybody down to
about
10
firing
points.
Jason Garrett and indicting John Mara for 3 counts of murder.
You know what?
And firing Jason
Unless
Garrett.
this
and all that
defense was
shit.
shutting everybody down, we win 10-3 the rest of the season to 11-6. Jason Garrett did his job too.
if this defense is shutting everybody down, we might be losing Patrick
Yeah.
Graham at the end of the
Darn
season
it
because
home.
he's going to be getting a coaching
Patrick
position.
Graham ain't going nowhere.
Shit. If we go 11-6 and get some playoff victories, and he get that call, that man
He's gonna get that call.
He don't want to be a head coach.
All right.
Man, he
Watch
got it
what I
last year.
tell you.
He got it. So I don't know.
He didn't get the contract he wanted. They offered that man
Yeah, he almost-
5 to 6 million and 7 million a year. That man gone.
Yeah.
Then he
5
almost
million
had that
over
Jets
one.
job too.
That man gone. You gotta do what's right for his
It'd
family.
be gone fast, and you could say, "Whoo!"
Yeah, he'll be going faster than you can call cover 2. I'll tell you that.
That's right.
That man gone, so you better get prepared. If we start winning games like that, you better get somebody prepared to run his system after he gone.
My God, if we go 11-6 and the offense looks
And if
somewhat
we go
confident,
11-6, we won't have to fire Garrett. He'll get a head coaching job somewhere too.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, somewhere.
And we'll have to worry about talking about headset gate or any of that stuff with Joe Judge because the guy would have been able to turn it around and turn us into a playoff team. You got to give the guy his props.
And that's correct too, Chris. He might be dropping interceptions, but that means the receiver ain't catching it either. So that's a good thing too. We just want the turnover. Yeah, that means he's not letting the receiver catch it.
But at the same time, we've had an interception in every game this season.
I think one of the problems is because, like, Dory Jackson.
No, we didn't get an interception at Falcons game. We got a turnover every game.
Dory Jackson should have had the interception in the Falcons game. That should have still.
Now, Dory Jackson probably should have an interception in just about every game.
And that Falcons game, that one he dropped in the end zone, that would have sealed the game, and we would have won that damn game on Eli Day. You know what I mean? That's the one that really stands out the most of the Dory Jackson for me.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Didn't Bradbury drop one too in that season, in that game, or no?
I feel like Bradbury got one every damn game.
Yeah, Bradbury's dropping a lot.
It seems like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Bradbury's got the stone hands.
But like they said, that's why they play cornerback and not wide receiver, you know?
Shit, Bradbury's got, what, 4 picks this season? 3?
Yeah, 4.
No, 4 picks. Xavier McKinney has 4.
And
how many passed the how many times that has the pass defended by him?
No, Bradbury got at least 3 or 4.
He's definitely
3
got
to 4 interceptions, but
does Jackson have any?
No. Pass deflections or something like that?
Jackson has none.
But it's just crazy because
Bradbury got the closeout interception that we should have won us the game, but then we got the penalty and they kicked the ball.
Yeah.
The next week, Bradbury got a closeout interception. The next game, Bradbury got like 4 interceptions, bro.
I think him and McKinney got tied with the most.
I know McKinney's got 4.
Doesn't Love have a couple too? I think Julian Love's got a couple too.
He's got one that was taken back because of a penalty.
Oh yeah, and then he had the one against KC.
Darnay Holmes.
Does Holmes have any? Or he has none.
Well, he would have one.
Yeah. Well, if O'Shea didn't stay outside.
He would have had one.
He would have had one because motherfucking Ocean Examiners.
Oh, shame.
His damn off.
He has 3.
He has 3.
Bradbury has 3.
I said he had 3 or 4.
Yeah, 34.
Does Julian Love only have 1, or he's got a couple too?
No, he's only got the one.
Udonis Haslam is still in the game.
So Bradbury has 3. McKinney has 4.
Yeah. Because I think McKinney's got 2 games where he had 2 picks.
Yeah, that's exactly what
He's had
he
2
had.
games with 2
Here's
picks.
a question. I got a question for you guys. Are Dave Gettleman's hits bigger than or more impactful than his misses? What has had more of an impact on our team during his tenure? His misses or his hits?
Andrew Thomas and Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley are hits.
Why did we have to draft Andrew Thomas?
He got the biggest guys that are hits. Period.
We had to draft Andrew Thomas because Nate Solder was a complete miss.
Yep.
Who else was out there when we got him?
I'm just saying. It was
I
a
know.
miss.
I know, but he knew we needed something, and
It was
at the time, you know what I mean? Like he was fresh off the Super Bowl game.
Fresh off a good season.
Yeah,
He fresh off
It
a
was a
good
hit
season.
as a result of a miss. So
None of these guys are 100% hits, but
It
a lot of them
was.
are trending that direction.
I mean, let's look at the Raiders then, because they got a whole draft where nobody's left on the team.
Yeah.
Well, they
Oh
also
my
had a
God, that
coach
draft class was bad.
that
The
whole
2020
organization
draft
messed
class.
up. I hope we're not like that.
I'm just saying, though, man. You know, I'm sure I could go at other GMs that have, look at Belichick's draft history. What's so great about that?
His recent history hasn't been good, but
I think
you look at
McKinney
it
is going to turn out
as
to
a
be
whole.
that, Tone. I think McKinney is going to turn out to be that. He got 2 in 1 game. I think he's starting to trust his instincts, and he's going to be playing on that Trayvon Diggs level.
I mean, we've hit on the picks that you have to hit on.
Is getting exposed.
Trayvon Diggs gets cooked, man. He gets
interceptions,
but he gets cooked, man.
I've seen him get beat a lot.
All you gotta do is hit him with the double move, and he's done for.
Right. I mean, if you look at the picks that you have to hit on, Gettleman's done that the last few years.
Thomas,
Okay.
Jones, Barkley.
Well, no, I'm talking
most of the picks that he's hit.
Let's
look at
first and
McKinney way
second
better
round.
than Ragland.
Well, those are the picks you have to hit on, and he did. All right, you know what? Jones and Dexter Thomas. I like Dexter Thomas. I think he's having a good year.
Who's saying?
Is that Dexter Lawrence and Andrew Thomas mixed together?
I've been
All
saying
right,
that shit all season.
and
I
then
agree
Andrew
with you.
Thomas and Xavier McKinney.
Yep.
You know what? Bang! There's another hit. And then Tony and Ojulari. Bang! There's another hit.
Those
And
are
not
all
only
hits.
that,
I'm not saying he hasn't had any hits. I just don't
Dexter
hear
Lawrence
is a
hit.
the misses.
But you
but
know what?
Dave
If you're
Youngman
going to
be
look,
trash
if you're
out
going to
there.
look over recent history, look at the last 3 years. Because
I didn't hear. Okay, the past 3 years, did we not trade up to get DeAndre Baker, even though he had red flags?
well, who doesn't have red flags? Who
He had
doesn't have
major
red flags?
It was all over the news.
Who doesn't? Micah Parsons had red flags. He's laying his pecker in ass cheeks.
I didn't hear Daniel Jones had red flags.
I didn't either.
He had, but like, why would you? I'm saying that's a big miss to trade up for a guy to go up into the first round, and he has.
Wait,
What is worse?
Did you expect Henry Ruggs to come out and do what he did?
But not on the
That's
DeAndre
an
Baker
ass
thing,
cheeks.
man.
That's
It's not different.
He didn't
How's it
have red
different?
flags.
Check it
How's
out.
it different?
He didn't have red flags.
Will, come on.
You got
That
all the
DeAndre-
scouting reports. Can I see it?
That DeAndre, look. The DeAndre Baker pick was a good pick, man. He came up in the first round, got the last pick of the first round, and got the absolute best rated cornerback in the draft. I mean,
Right.
that was facts, and it was the last pick of the
And he was
last pick of the
innocent.
first round. It was the last pick of the first round, and for what it's worth, like Joe said, the man was innocent of what he was accused of. You know what I mean? So
I think there's a reason you don't usually find the best cornerback in the draft falling that far in the draft. You have we saw in 2020 the best cornerback was taken 3 overall.
Yeah, how'd he work out?
Yeah, Kuda.
He was okay. He was.
Yeah, hey,
he was
you know
a
what? That
disaster.
general
He's a
manager
disaster.
missed on a third round pick.
That was a real miss.
Yeah.
How do you expect a guy to succeed in that defense?
Red
all
flags,
by
man.
himself?
Red flags.
He had no red flags. Jeff Okuda had no red flags.
I mean,
DJ had
that,
red
but
flag.
you know, you're
He
saying
played for
Baker,
Duke.
there were reports that he was falling asleep in meetings. He had no idea what was going on.
yeah, LT fell asleep in meetings too.
That's
Lawrence
LT.
Taylor
What are you
did.
talking about?
Yeah.
We can't compare.
Don't
We
talk
can't
about
compare.
LT.
That's
I know. I know. You know what?
I'm
But
just
look
saying.
at okay.
I'm
The
just
the,
trying
the
to.
back the tackle we got
I'm
on the
trying to
practice
level
squad.
out. I'm trying to level out the excitement because I hear everyone says,
I know what
gotta
you're
keep
doing.
David Gettleman if we go to 11-6, but we got to look at everything.
I am, and
They've
I'm
missed a
looking
lot
at,
in the third round. The third
I'm
round, they've
looking-
missed a lot of guys.
well,
Yeah,
We're going 11-6, man. We winning the next
I think that'd be
games.
awesome.
all right.
still in
Well,
that
hold on,
And
hold on. If we
that
missed so
note,
much in the
gentlemen,
third round,
I'm not going
I
for
mean-
3 hours today. We at 2 hours.
well,
I'm
Lou's gonna shut her
cut it at
down.
2 hours. Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I worked today.
Yeah,
I had a
I don't
hard
blame
day.
you. I don't blame you.
It's all
So,
good, man.
where's Pat?
I don't know where Pat went.
I
That
need to
might be
figure
ours.
out who's
Shout
doing
out
tomorrow
to
night
everybody
football game.
who popped up and came and had this dialogue. Sub to them. They make great content. They all have good opinions. They're all valid. Shout out to everybody who was in the stream. Shout out to everybody who commented, shared, thumbs up, viewed. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all the support.
Thank you, everybody, for coming by.
Yes, thank
Always
you.
appreciated. Make sure
Always
every one of you
fun,
guys
gentlemen.
hit the like on this stream and you sub up all these great content creators.
Mac, thanks for coming on.
Appreciate
Jay,
that.
thanks for
Having me,
coming
bro.
on.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for
Thank you.
having us, Lou.
Reed, Joel,
All right,
Pat,
bro.
appreciate all you guys, man.